The Magic Hat Show. Oh my days, I'm so happy. So happy. Welcome to the Magic Hat Show, episode 7. 3 guys, 1 club, no drama. There's me, Lee. There's Jam. And there's We'll get to him in a minute.
Yes.
We'll get to our guests in a minute. Thank you to all our subscribers on YouTube. Please continue to start sharing and liking. And anyone else you know, spread the word. Carrier pigeon.
Smash that like
button. Smoke signals.
Smash
text.
that like button.
You name it. Thank you to all our new followers on Instagram and Twitter. Remember, you can follow us on the Magic Hat Show.
Absolutely.
This episode, we shall be discussing our game against Sheffield United. Woohoo! And in that segment, we'll be looking at the team's performance, the player performance, and the manager's performance. Then we go on to the player ratings.
Yep.
Then we go, who played for the badge. And who done the opposite? You go in the bin. Then, second segment. Now, this has been running on for 2 episodes now, where we need to discuss Danny Rose. That situation where it was what? Nothing for Spurs. And the return of Gareth Bale. They've taken how many years to replace Bale with Bale? Okay, we've lost count.
Yeah.
Then we're going back down memory lane.
Absolutely.
We're going back down memory lane with our right backs.
Yep.
All the best and the worst of our right backs. And then we have an international break, but what we're going to do, we're going to have a prediction of our next game, which is Man City, right? At the Etihad.
Easy game.
Easy game. Easy peasy. I wish.
Yeah.
Anyway, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Whatever time of day you're listening to the Magic Hat Show. I am ecstatic. I'm over the moon for 2 reasons.
Why is that?
Arsenal won.
Hey.
First reason. The second reason,
what's that?
We've managed to get someone in on the show.
Ooh, our
good
special
friend.
signing. We can't sign no one right now.
Special signing.
But we got a signing of our own.
Just flown in.
Lastminute.com as usual. Arsenal.
Listen, we got him through the
worth
crevice
the money.
of the transfer window, and he joins us. My goodness gracious me. We have Brian, a lifelong Arsenal fan.
Welcome.
I got to tell you, me and this guy, over the years, have run up each other's phone bills talking about Arsenal.
That's it. That's exactly what we want.
We've spoken about Arsenal. It would be 8 o'clock. Next thing you know, Brian, how comes it's 2 a.m. in the morning?
Easy.
Because we talk nothing and non-stop about Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, I introduce to you Ryan.
Hey,
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Wow.
Welcome to the show. Brian.
Wow, what a greeting, guys. Thank you so much. Even when you sent me the message that you wanted me part of this, I'm just blown away. And I've seen a couple of the episodes. You guys are amazing. So just for me to be here, I count it as an honour and a privilege. So let's get the show started.
Let's get the show started. So, Gabes is away. He'll tell you when he comes back, when he returns. So he's not being replaced by Brian.
Oh, no.
We couldn't replace Lord
impossible.
Vader.
We haven't shafted him.
You failed me again, Admiral. No,
We haven't dropped him like Shaka.
No. We wouldn't do that here, There's going to be shows, plenty of shows when there'll be, the 4 of us all together, all in tandem. So, no, it's just Gabes is away, and he'll explain once he comes back and he returns to the Magic Hat Show. Yeah. So, I'm static, over the moon at the result.
Okay, go for it.
Oh
Go for it, go for
my
it.
days! No, I want you to go for it, Jamal.
Well, where
Count
shall I start?
Dooku.
Where shall I start?
Where should
I
you start? Let's
Okay.
start
I'll
now.
I'll start with the lineup. The lineup that I wanted, -1.
Right?
But it's exactly what I was saying to you. Remember I was saying to you that we need gap at the back. We need Gabriel.
Yeah, you did.
You know?
I must admit,
Right.
I have to hold my hands up
Yeah.
because Monday,
Yeah.
Monday's show, I was like, no, I can understand why
I
Arteta
feel
done
we
it.
were a little bit unconvinced by that, but you saw it. Why? Right?
It was just the balance.
It's the balance.
It was the balance.
assuredness. He's not.
But my God, man. Man, I don't know if it's because we've been starved of a good
Yeah.
defender over the years.
Yeah.
We're waxing lyrical about this guy.
Absolutely.
But we as Arsenal fans,
Yeah.
we know a good player when we see it. And
Exactly.
especially a defender when
That
we
is
see
the
it.
foundation of the club. Is a good back four.
My
Right.
goodness, man.
I remember when sorry to
Go,
jump
No,
in, guys.
jump
I
in,
remember
my
when-
good man.
When Vieira first came on, he was on as a substitute, and he came on, and his
Sheffield
first
Wednesday.
few touches, you're like, "This guy's a player.
Exactly.
This
Yeah.
guy's a baller."
It's the eye
And it's the
test,
same
right?
with
That-
the same with Gabriel. He's
Well
just come
pointed
in,
out, yeah.
and he's just like, "Yeah, this guy's got something about him."
It's
He's got
the eye
something
test.
about
you
him.
know when you see it. Sometimes it's just the first touch,
Yeah.
right? It's the
Yeah.
first touch. You know that this player of different class.
Of just a different class. What we've been missing.
Yep. But the interesting thing is Xhaka got dropped.
Not a bad thing. Squad
It's
rotation.
not a bad thing, but there's more to this because remember against Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
he hooked him off rather than his midfield partner, right?
Yeah, okay.
Where you expect in a game where we need a goal,
Yeah.
right, that he would hook off El Neni
Mm-hmm.
and not Xhaka, right? But Xhaka came off, so he's not 100% happy about his overall performance, right?
Well, that's good. Competition
So,
for places.
Absolutely, yep. And and the surprise was in Nketiah. I didn't expect that. Did you expect that, Brian?
Listen, Eddie's on form.
Yeah, I mean, I more expected Nketiah to start more than El Neni. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that. I think for the squad rotation and so on
Yeah.
and so forth, that
Yeah.
sometimes he started Eddie, sometimes he start Laka on the bench, but I didn't expect to see Ceballos and El Neni in the middle.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I didn't expect to see that.
So yeah, I think I didn't expect that, and it was. We had a few hairy moments at the back. You know, that half pole, that Sky. Have you guys seen this guy made a massive meal about that port. It was hairy, right?
Which one? The David
The-
Luiz?
David Luiz, yeah.
Luis,
Come
it
on,
was
man.
just a
It's
they made,
football.
they made a. Have you seen the halftime show
No, I haven't.
for Sky? Souness and Evra were there,
Both of them
and
were saying it's a definite.
they
red
said
card.
definite because he would have got to it. You know, he's Burke is that quick. Yeah. So they made a song and they completely ignored. We'll get to it. That tackle on Uber, right? That slight tackle that I was actually
Listen.
I was panicking because that is our chief goal scorer, and if
Yeah.
something happens to him, we are struggling.
Listen,
right?
at the end of the day, I don't give a damn what
Absolutely.
they have to say
Absolutely.
because Burnley were thugs in football boots today.
Yeah. Sheffield. Yeah.
Sorry,
Sheffield, yeah.
I'm saying Burnley. They play like flicking Burnley and
Burnley
stuff.
are-
Sorry, pardon me.
See,
Excuse
they-
me. Slip of the tongue. Freudian slip.
To be fair, you can't tell. You
can
can't
hardly
them
tell the
apart.
difference.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. So Sheffield United were thugs in boots.
Yeah.
So I don't give a damn about that incident. I do not give a damn about that, and I don't care what Souness
Yeah,
has to
Souness
say.
is usual.
And Patrice
Yeah.
Evra,
Ugh.
he could go and take a run and jump for all I care.
Yeah, he's
But
a-
anyway, carrying on, moving on.
Bet he enjoyed that Spurs game.
Exactly.
So I think slightly nervous start. But what I liked about us was I think the team had. Oh, we haven't spoken about Saka, right?
We could get to him.
Right, Saka, right?
The
Saka
night is
starting.
young, you know.
Yes, I really like him. I really
The
like him.
night
a
is.
lot.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. We'll get to the
We're
player
here to
ratings
talk.
and
We
all
still
that,
haven't
yeah.
heard from Brian,
Yeah.
and we still have to
So-
give him a nickname from from Star Wars. Let's see how he
What's
performs.
his nickname? What are we going to give him?
No, well, he has to. We'll see how he
What's
performs.
your nickname, Brian? We're gonna call
see.
you.
We'll see.
Mace
Yeah,
Windu. It could be Mace Windu.
Yeah,
You know,
but yeah,
Boba Fett.
Saka, who's I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I was happy to see him on that left hand
Yeah,
side.
yeah. I was
Right?
happy.
Yeah, because he gives you much more than
Ainsley.
Ainsley.
Sorry, Ainsley, but you good. But
Yes.
I prefer to see Saka.
The best penalty taker ever.
Oh, ice in veins.
Ice baby. Yeah?
My goodness, that man's Mr.
Yeah.
Cool. What music does he take when he takes that
I
run
think
up?
he's listening to Aretha Franklin.
What song though?
Um,
Man,
Pray for the keeper or something like that.
he's
a little prayer for the keeper.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I think that's
Ice in his
That's what you're
veins.
listening,
Second
right?
coming of the Iceman.
Jeez,
Ice,
man.
ice baby. Yeah?
Yeah, that's probably it.
That was, and he's never. I think he took how many penalties for us now? He's never missed a single one.
Well, I could see,
I
man.
can see why, man.
Confident. Why
man.
do you need Jorginho?
Yes, so carry on,
Saka,
carry
yeah.
on.
So I think the balance of the team was spot on because El Neni, who was right next to Ceballos, right? I think he gets unfair stick from fans as soon as he started. I saw so many tweets, so many messages. Oh, why are we starting with this guy? Or why are you dropping
What?
Shaka?
Really?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Why are you
no,
dropping
no,
Shaka?
no, no,
And a lot of negative tweets about him because the criticism is, oh, he's always safety first. But in that position,
no.
Who's Ceballos?
in that position, no,
Not Ceballos, no.
Oh, Nene.
Mo.
Oh, okay. I think it was
Yeah.
Ceballos, what to say, man.
Yeah. So people criticizing about these sideways passes, but what I like about him is he keeps ticking and he
of
does
course.
the right thing. Sometimes you need in that position,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need flashy players.
Yeah.
Right?
if-
He's doing a job that Arteta asked, right? Don't lose the ball
Mm-hmm.
and make sure you are good on the transition, right?
Of course.
And the thing
So-
is, sorry to jump in, he's more mobile than Xhaka is.
Yeah.
He's so much more mobile. He
Exactly.
keeps the ball
And
ticking.
the goal came from his run into the box, right?
Yeah.
And so I think the criticism, which is fair, was that we're still not creating enough chances, right? There was position, I think, in Ketty as well. He didn't have the greatest of games. To be fair, the passes to him were atrocious, but sometimes his movement had to improve, right? The areas where he was playing far too deep because you're the centre forward, you have to be in the box all the time, right? So he's coming deep a lot. Plus, when the ball comes, you have to, that ball has to stick again. I think we talked about that with
Lacazette.
right. That centre forward. The reason why teams that we played like Liverpool is that when the ball gets to someone like Firmino, the ball sticks.
It sticks, yeah.
Right, and then you can play those one twos and start attacks. So the final third, I think everything else was encouraging.
Yeah.
Right, the back four. This team is unusually for an Arsenal team that we got used to. Solid, you know.
I was
Yeah.
buoyed by the back four's performance, to be quite honest.
The back three, the back four, the back five, right?
Yeah,
When they,
man, it was Gabriel's performance, man.
yeah.
I'm lost for words,
Listen,
and that's strange coming from me. Brian,
he's-
you know what? I'm gonna let you.
Oh, you can let me talk? Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
let me
wow.
talk a
Okay,
little bit,
no
yeah.
pressure, guys.
Yeah.
No pressure. No
what-
pressure.
I think what you were saying before, Jamal, about Arsenal, I think what we're doing, what Arteta's doing, he's seeing where we've been weak.
Yeah.
We've been weak at the back. We've been weak. I remember the game I was talking to Lee about the other day. Was it last season? We went 2-0 up at Watford.
Yep.
2-0 up. I think Aubameyang scored twice.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden we sat back. We let them have 31 shots on goal.
Ridiculous.
31 shots, and you're like, hold on, what's going on? And we were winning the game, but we weren't in control of the game.
Thank you.
We allowed them to have possession. We allowed them to have shots, and we were like backing up. And there was, I think, Guendouzi played, Xhaka played, but there were so many gaps on the pitch.
yeah.
And they were just playing all
We
the
were
way
life
through
and
us.
death with those teams.
And I
yeah.
think Arteta, I think when he was next to Pep when they beat us 3-0.
Yeah.
And then he took the job, and he said he was really upset by this is the club that he loves, this is the club that he's seeing, and
Thank you.
to see the way his club has turned into,
Yeah.
it was disappointing, and he wants to see what's going on with the fans and so on and the players.
Yeah.
But since he's come in, it's like he's got a blueprint of what he wants his team to do and play like, and so on and so forth. And I think number one on his agenda was to sort out the gaps on the pitch, to sort out the defence.
Yeah.
And yes, there's definite mismatch between the back and the front three, but I'm so encouraged by what he's doing now.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so encouraged for what he's doing. We were giving up chances. Leno was the player of the season. Him and Aubameyang last season were player of the season because he was having to save us like
Exactly.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Playing out of his skin.
Poor defence.
Exactly. Clear-cut
Including
chances.
shots.
Yeah.
Right.
Clear-cut chances. He was having to save and make incredible saves, and you're like, nah, we need to show up.
Absolutely.
So yeah, he brought in, I know Saliba. Everyone's saying, we need defenders, and so on and so forth. I always said at the time, I never actually thought that we were as bad as we were playing last season.
Yeah.
We had, we need to get rid of Mustafi, get rid of this one. And I was like, what you need is a manager, a coach, to put people in various positions. So when a player has the ball over there, you do this. When a player has the ball there, we move over here. And Arteta, with the same players, obviously we've got Gabriel, what we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
He has got us playing a structure when the opposition have the ball,
Thank you.
everybody knows what they have to do.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's like, so okay, now it's almost like Klopp did with Liverpool. He's starting from the back, and then we're gonna go forward. So I'm really encouraged. Yes, there's some things that we need to do, and I'm praying over the next few hours that there's a miracle that happens. But I think the board really need to back this manager because he has identified the areas of weakness,
And he's proven it.
And he for me, I wasn't sure about Arteta at first,
No one was.
but he's
No, it's his first
blown
job.
my head off.
It's his first job.
It's his first job, and he's learning on the job. Don't forget.
Yeah.
He's still learning on the job.
Yeah.
He hasn't come as a qualified Allegri.
Perfect, yeah.
He hasn't come as a Pochettino.
Yeah.
He's come as a cone man,
Yeah.
to put it.
He's doing a pet. He's doing a pet.
To put it politely.
He's doing a pet.
He's a cone man, isn't he? But what he's proved.
But here's the thing, though. He's much more than that because I had a conversation
No,
with a Man
it's
City
tongue in
fan,
cheek.
Yeah.
It's tongue in
and he
cheek.
said that since he left, he said we conceded, I think, 28 or 29 more goals than usual. A lot of goals.
Yeah.
They and their points average has gone down massively.
Yeah.
Right. So
There's a classic picture of
Yeah.
Pep turning around, looking at
Exactly,
the empty
exactly,
the empty chair.
Of course.
you
Of
know,
course. So
Yeah.
in terms of the first half, in the first 20 minutes, I was happy with what I was seeing, to be quite honest. It was Gabriel that was standing out for me. Because you're coming up against a rugged outfit like Sheffield United.
Yeah.
And these forwards, I don't want to hear no one say, "Oh well, if it was up against better forwards, you'll see." Nah, I'm not having that because these are rugged
Absolutely.
competitors.
What surprised me is that we won the aerial battle.
Listen,
I think he won every.
He won every duel.
Aerial
Yeah,
battle,
yeah.
16 Arsenal, 14 Sheffield. So that just tells you that
listen, and this wasn't sunshine football. This was wet and windy conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
Wet and windy conditions, you know.
Yeah.
We've all played football at some level, and you know what it's like when it's wet and windy. And it's more suited for a team like Sheffield United.
Exactly. You know how it is, Lee, is that in the Premier League, you have to win the physical challenge first.
Listen,
Forget about the football.
That's what.
It will come for you.
That's what.
Yeah.
Remember what they say? With all the foreigners that come in, let's see when it gets cold what they're like.
How many
I'm
times
just saying.
have you seen an Arsenal player gets hit like the way Uber got hit, right? And he's off the pitch. He's gone for like...
And in the
shook it off.
past, we've been soft.
Yeah.
We've been soft,
Absolutely.
you know. We've gone away
I
to
thought
Stoke.
he was injured. I thought, he's
Nah, man, he's made of tough stuff.
done.
Man.
He just shook it off. It was like, I'm
He's
coming
made
back.
of tough stuff.
I'm
man.
coming back to
He's
score
just
against
winding
you.
down the clock.
Yeah.
Giving us a breather.
Yeah.
No, but the signs, and I've got to say,
signs are
Jamal,
good. Yes.
I have to tip my hat off to you, mate,
Thank
because
you.
on Monday
yeah.
against Liverpool, when
Yeah.
he was absent, Gabriel, I'm talking about,
Yeah.
you was the one that pointed it out. No,
Yeah, you have to play him
he needs to be on the pitch.
Yeah.
because especially if you're gonna pass in those triangles at the back, right? No margin for error.
No
There's
margin.
Mane buzzing. Zzz. There is Salah. There's Firmino.
It's all about possession.
They-
Now,
They're applying pressure, so you need your back four to have to be spot on.
exactly. Now,
Yeah.
Brian brought up something,
Yes.
what he spotted from Gabriel. What did you spot, right, with the
Oh,
pass?
when he get the pass. So generally, when Kolasinac plays on the left side of the defense, you know exactly what he's going
Oh,
to do. He's
fuck.
either going to go down the line, he's going to go down the line, or he's going to come back and play it back to his keeper, which we all know what happened at Tottenham.
Yeah.
What Gabriel does, instead of playing it down the line where the whole team look to, he just zip it, and he I can't even describe it on the on thing, but instead of going down the line, he looked for a midfielder infield, and he just did this amazing pass.
So
And
he disguises the pass.
disguised the pass, and
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is a centre back, a ball
So he
playing
will
centre
feign
back.
to play out wide
Play
and
it, and then play it back
Ah.
inside for the midfielder because the midfielder was in space. Because when he gets the ball there, they're all looking down the line, and everybody
yeah.
shifts across.
Yeah, of course.
And then he plays it,
And he
back.
takes you out.
There you go,
Yeah,
and
he
he's
took
comfortable
everyone
on the
out.
ball.
He takes about 3 to 4 players
Yeah.
out because they're looking at Tierney, right.
Yeah.
He's going to pass it over there, so and he's just taking him out
Yeah.
with that pass inside.
Straight back to Ceballos.
Listen,
yeah,
100%.
heavy,
We've
heavy.
got a find, man. We've got a signing and a half.
Absolutely, man.
I know it's early
Absolutely.
days,
Yeah.
but we're not stupid. We're not, we've watched Arsenal over the years to know, you know what? He's going to have to take time to, bed himself in. This player, my goodness, and you can see the leadership qualities he has in him already.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, man.
Yeah.
We've got a gem there. We have got a gem.
Absolutely.
Like the tough tackles that were coming in from Sheffield United was a test as well. Although
Yeah.
we're playing at home,
Yeah.
we've got to, do you know what I mean? And the Sheffield United closed the avenues that we're used to,
Yeah.
i.e. your Saka crossing, your Tierney
Yeah.
crossing.
Yeah, in the first half, yeah. Definitely.
So they closed the
working.
channels off
They were
that we were
so
working.
hard. Yeah, they were working
So-
extra hard.
I don't see it as a poor first half. I didn't see it as a poor first half.
Yeah.
Because we were still doing what we were doing. We were still
Yeah.
in control.
Yeah.
And then, when Sheffield United asked questions of us, I still believe
We actually
that we
answered.
nullified their threat.
Yeah.
And we were doing what we were doing. Now, what I noted, this is my mental note,
Yes.
is that we were trying different things in the final third. That's
Yeah.
what I noticed.
Yeah.
So a lot of Arsenal fans might say, "Oh, it was a drab first half because it was 0-0." But what I saw was invention, incisiveness, and we were trying, Tierney whipping it in first time,
Yeah.
where we'd be like, "Oh, here we go, Kieran Gibbs, here we go, here we
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
Clichy,
Yeah.
here we go, Bellerin,
Yeah.
cross it in." Do you know what I mean? So there was a lot of incisive play.
Yeah.
And and this is what we done better in the second half.
Yeah.
We were switching play. Remember, back in the past, I'm sorry to waffle on,
Yeah.
but back in the past, Xhaka would get the ball and
Yeah.
Xhaka would play the ball the way he received the ball.
Yeah.
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 And it was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Turn and spread it. Spread the play.
Yeah. Just keep it ticking.
That's what I saw in the first half.
Yeah.
We were spreading it from left side to right side,
Yeah.
right side to left side. So that's what I saw in the first half.
Yeah.
So I just thought, for me, I thought it was good pressing from us. We were trying to win the ball back. Sheffield United were industrious, but I thought our passing was good from everyone.
Yeah.
But that boy Gabriel,
Yeah.
So, second half, Jamal.
sure.
Second half.
So second half.
this is where the goals come in.
Yes,
so
this
let me hear what you.
Take it over. Second.
So second
Yeah,
half
yeah.
for me, the good team play. So I noted from the mental note from the 51st minute,
Yeah.
you know, that Aubameyang chance where it was Saka to Ceballos, and something we don't do is pass first time.
That was a
That's- yeah,
great
yeah.
ball.
That was
Great
and
ball.
Aubameyang went with the wrong foot because he went with
Yeah.
his left foot.
Yeah.
If he slides in with his right foot,
Yep.
more than likely it could be a goal.
That was a great ball. Yeah.
And I saw that Sheffield United had come out the traps. They flew out the traps to press us more, press us hard.
Yeah.
But we were cool and calm. Our game was cool and calm, which was really good.
Yeah.
And then I've got to say kudos
Yeah.
to Mikel Arteta.
Tickers.
Artekas, because he made a change early. Pepe for
100%.
Eddie. And
Yeah.
it was an early call.
Yeah.
Because, you know why? Sheffield United had closed down the avenues, down the channels that we were going. And even I was thinking at half time,
Yeah,
damn,
just stretch the
we
game.
need someone that's going to
Yeah.
cut inside.
But the other thing that he done also was that he told Bellerin, I want you to be in their half.
Of course,
Right?
because Bellerin has
Because-
to.
Yeah, because you need
Support.
you need to make those runs into their box or into their half
Yeah.
to affect change, right? And that's where the first could go Saka, right?
Second.
Yeah, it was
That's,
Saka.
that's where you get from. But yeah, so you said about Pepe.
Yeah, so this was new
Yeah.
to us because we're expecting like for like Pepe for Willian.
I certainly expected that.
And to be
I
fair,
think we all did.
Pepe was
The
under
Arsenal
pressure.
fan base did. So then now it's Abba down the middle, and a lot of Arsenal fans have been saying play Aubameyang down the middle
Absolutely.
and play Willian and Pepe.
Absolutely.
Either side,
Yeah,
Saka,
yeah.
Willian,
Because-
Saka, Pepe.
Yeah.
So the wish was granted,
Yep.
and I've got to say.
Yeah.
My man came through.
Pepe came through,
Yeah.
and it was an inspired substitution.
Yeah, and it's not an obvious one.
It's not an obvious one.
Yeah.
Now, the first goal, 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, this
Yeah.
was good
Yeah.
team play. Do
Absolutely.
not get it twisted. I
Absolutely.
do not want to hear anyone say, well, it's only Sheffield United.
No. That's
Sheffield United turned the screw on us. Trust me, because they flew out the traps.
Absolutely.
But it was the inspired substitution. Me and Brian use this term a lot when we used to have our discussions from 8 to 2.
Yeah.
Release the hounds.
Absolutely.
And Willian and Pepe were released. Because that's what we needed. We needed Sheffield United to close the avenues, like I say again.
Absolutely. You have to
But
stretch
now,
that,
Saka was cutting in. Willian was give me the ball.
yeah.
I'm going to take
El
it.
Neni was moving forward.
Everyone was going
Everyone.
forward. Bellerin was going forward.
Everyone
Tierney
was going forward.
Yeah, yeah.
So now, what we're going to do, Sheffield? Are we going to come down the sides?
Yeah.
No, you've locked that up. No, we'll go inside. First goal.
Yep.
My goodness gracious
What a
me.
ball. What a ball.
Oh my
What a
days.
ball.
It was Pepe, El Nene,
Yeah.
Abba
Yeah.
to
Bellerin.
Bellerin.
To Bellerin, yeah.
And I've got
Great
to
spot.
say,
Yeah.
Bellerin, that ball was
Exactly. He's
sweet.
got that in him. Right?
That ball was sweet. More of the same, please.
Gave him
More
a
of the
lot of hard
same.
time on this podcast, but this is when he plays his game, he's an asset.
More of the same.
Yeah.
Because that ball that was just lifted up, because you know you could get overhit or floaters taking an age to come
He looked
down.
up, he saw the guy and he pinned it.
And Saka, Bakayo, my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
Saka,
You
from
saw
our
the reaction-
academy.
you saw the reaction from the players.
England call up, and
England.
from our academy, bang, thank you.
And the thing about it as well, it wasn't an easy chance because
No,
the ball was
no,
coming
no,
over,
and the player was coming in.
and the player was coming in. There was a man on the line. The keeper was running over. He could easily have, because everyone you say when the ball's coming in, head it down, make
Head
sure
it
you get
down.
it onto a
Absolutely,
target.
absolutely.
He did the exact opposite of what you should do.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
heads it up over the player into the back of the net. Great, great, header.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Great header.
fantastic. And
Yeah.
the reaction from the players, they just knew that's a crucial goal.
Of course,
Right?
because
they have to come out now.
There's because I said that as well. We need to score the first goal because
Absolutely, yeah.
Sheffield, they set out their
It
story.
wouldn't be, yeah.
Gridiron formation.
Wilder knows how to pack a bus.
So
Yeah.
the 63rd minute.
64th, wasn't it? 64th? 63rd?
Well, I gave it 63. Don't care.
What?
I don't care.
I think there's 3
What?
minutes and whatever seconds between them. So
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
whatever.
it was like,
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I didn't even recover from the first goal. Right?
Yeah, that was a goal.
That was a that was the Pepe.
That's more
that was
like
signed.
it.
Yeah,
That's the one I
the
saw.
Pepe.
That's the
All
Pepe
those
I saw on
highlights that we
YouTube.
saw.
On YouTube.
That's the one I saw.
YouTube Pepe, yeah?
The YouTube scouting. That's what we've been
Welcome to
waiting
Arsenal.
for.
Yeah. That's the Pepe Gabriel saw on many endless nights.
Yeah, was it a quick
What's it?
1-2 with
There's
Bellerin?
Bellerin. Yeah.
Quick 1-2 and then he
And
was
I
gone.
actually thought
Yeah.
when it played quick 1-2, I thought Bellerin played the ball short.
That's what I
he's
thought,
not gonna
but-
make it, but then the pace.
No, but the pace.
Thank
he
you.
took the pace,
At least.
and yeah.
Use your pace. Utilize the pace because
Absolutely.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
when we scouted you,
Yes.
we see that you've got the afterburners on.
He's got afterburners, and plus, the defender didn't know what to do. He was taking him in, out. Is he going to shoot? He was all over the place.
It was
right?
just a quick
And how about
1-2.
that finish?
A quick 1-2,
Right.
and the rest is
He
history.
was God, and to run at that
See,
pace.
this
in
is why
total control of the ball.
I've been telling people patience, right? Because he's the only one who's got that dribbling and the burst of pace and the finishing that we have.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know
Right.
what it was? Once again, on Monday,
Yeah,
I was cussing him.
yeah, it's
I was frustrated. In the last
hard.
show,
yeah,
I was frustrated with Pepe because I was like,
yeah,
bloody hell, man, come on.
yeah.
Come on and make a difference.
Yeah.
Tell the manager,
Yeah.
listen, don't ever drop me again. This is what I can do. You better think about it. Don't ever drop me again. That's what we, from a
Absolutely.
£72 million player, that's what we need to see.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh my
And the thing is
days.
with Pepe, it's easy to get frustrated because he keeps the ball and he keeps the ball too long and he tries to do a trick and then he lose it and
And then 7 players come back.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
He had one,
Yeah.
then he jinxed once, jinxed twice, 7 players
That's
running
what I
his
like
mouth.
about him. His confidence
Yeah.
never goes down.
Yeah.
Like he will always try a flick, dummy.
But he has to
drop
be
it,
the
drop it, drop
difference.
it. Yeah, because
I-
he's that guy.
I think he's got the right manager to get the best out of him because I
Absolutely.
remember when Arteta's was at
Yeah.
Man City.
Yeah.
Arteta's at Man City.
Sterling and Son-
all of them
Sane,
were
yeah.
saying, "Listen, he used
Mahrez.
to work with us,
Absolutely.
get our
Absolutely.
shooting right, get the positions." And so I think he's definitely got the right manager. And I think it's going to
that's
be a
a
big
massive
season.
goal for him. That's a match winner right there. You know, I think the reaction of the players again, they know, right? That they respect him as a player. So he needs to do more of that. But also, if the fans need to, what's the word I'm looking for? They need to-
patience?
not patience. Don't be swayed by the clickbaits, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I
There's
hear
so many clickbaits. So the thing is that because it's not his fault that we pay 72 million. You have to judge the player for what he actually is, right? And we've got a player, we've got a manager now that could get the best out of this player.
Yeah,
Support the man.
yeah.
Support the
Yeah,
man.
I must admit, right, because I think...
And he's
with
a high risk player because the way he plays dribblers, they're up and down. So he will have a great game and he will have, right?
Yeah,
So patience.
I think the thing with him as well is that Alexis Sanchez used to lose the ball
Absolutely.
so many times, but he used to get the goals. So
Yeah.
that kind of hid the fact
Yeah.
that he lost the ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
All we-
Pepe now he's losing the ball, but now he
everyone's
needs to-
noticing.
Yeah. But now once he gets the goals
Yeah.
into it, you'll be like, all right. So
Yeah,
Yeah. So he needs to curl one in.
yeah, better like Beckham.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So Lee, what happened after that goal? Why
So-
did the tie change?
Can I say this, right? So it was 19 passes
Yeah.
to that
For
goal.
that goal, yeah.
For that
Beautiful.
goal.
Yeah.
And that's the most in the Premier League
Yeah.
since it started. I mean, this season.
Right.
Not when it started back in 92.
That's quite
I'm
surprising.
just
Not
saying.
even Liverpool managed that?
Just saying, nope. We managed that. The Arsenal. We managed that. So, for me, the 70th minute, mental note,
Yeah.
it was, we were turning on the flair and the style. For me, personally.
Yeah.
2-0 is one of those scores that you're not 100% safe. Because all Sheffield United had to do is say, you know what? Let's keep working tirelessly.
Yeah.
And
I think
you never know, we could get a goal. And then,
boys.
Yes,
Yeah.
but there was a definite tactical change in that we dropped about a yard too deep.
you think so?
Yeah, we
I don't know.
invited the pressure a little bit. What do you think, Brian? Did you feel
I
that?
think we were a little bit too comfortable, and I think, as Lee says, 2-0 is a funny result, and I think we'll learn from experience that 2-0 you can't take your foot off the gas. And
No
I think
way.
We thought the game was done, yeah?
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we. I think we were just like, we were playing it, and we were playing nice football though.
Right.
We were playing nice, but
it was beautiful
but
football.
Yeah.
I remember what I loved about the team back in the day. We'd go 2, 3, 4 goals up within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can sit back. But I think now we're just like 2-0 and it's, I think we could have just gone to kill it. But yeah, we were in control, but all it takes is one goal.
Yeah.
And then you're back against the wall again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then the goal came.
The goal came. I think before that, Xhaka came on. Ceballos went off.
So it's his fault.
Yeah.
So we blame him.
Yeah. We're blaming Xhaka.
It wasn't directly his fault, but he was in the wrong position.
Nah.
He was in the wrong position. He was in the corner flag.
That was harsh, man.
When he should have been right in front of the Tini, right? I'm not blaming him, but I'm just saying, if you had
Count
you been there,
Dooku
So this
strikes
Have you
again.
been there?
Count Dooku.
That's
had
wrong.
you been there, you
Lord
might-
Vader.
right?
Count Dooku, man. No. I'm
come
not
to
blaming
Tini. I
Xhaka.
wasn't happy with Tini's. Don't show him inside.
You're not happy with... Listen.
Don't show him inside, man. Don't show him on his left foot, please.
No.
Is he
no.
it was a great goal.
Yeah,
Is he left-footed though? Is he a left-footed? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Who,
The
McGoldrick?
striker. Is he a left-footed?
Yeah, he is.
striker?
I'm not too sure what foot McGoldrick is. But
It was a great goal.
you know what it is, right?
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that, Brian. You see goals like that,
yeah.
I don't mind
You don't mind.
if you score
Worldies.
worldies like that.
All right, yeah.
Because we made it hard for Sheffield United. I got it right. No Burnley. We made it hard for them.
Yeah.
And I don't mind goals like that. Because there's nothing you could do about that goal. He shifted it onto his left foot and he curled it in.
Yeah.
And Leno was a bit unsighted, so he saw the ball late. But he
100%.
dived, but he just didn't get it. And it was all 3 goals, 2 from us, 1 from them, were all good goals.
Yeah.
The only thing that made my heart dance on my tongue was that that nervy ending from us,
Yeah.
where the old Arsenal Keystone Cops
Yeah.
defending started to come back and creep into our game, and I was like there was Bellerin, who turned into one half of Abbott and Costello, and Lauren Hardy. Take your pick, because it was like. Tonight, Matthew, for the last 5 minutes, I'm going to be Stan Laurel. Because it was like, hold on, Bellerin, he's just giving you the ball. Why are you now going to hoof it up in the air?
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
100%.
I was thinking, take your pick. George Formby, Norman Wisdom,
Harold Lloyd.
Harry Lloyd.
It was like Charlie Chaplin, Fatty Hardbuckle. Who do you want to be right now, Bellerin? Just composure.
100%.
Release. Take away the pressure. And it was just, here we go, please. Don't let this good performance become a draw. So that's the only thing I would, say about the team. Is just that we need to be a bit more cute when it comes to when you're getting that pressure, because that team, they want it. They put the goalkeeper up, and then instead for us to clear our lines, we give them the last, set piece
Absolutely.
of the game.
And you know why I was worried? Because I think the stat says no team has dropped more points from winning positions in the Premier League than Arsenal since Arteta took control, which is 18 points, right? So there's another step forward. We need to learn how to close out those kind of games where it's very tight, it's very competitive. The team Sheffield, you have to give them credit. They came back in the game.
They never gave up.
They never gave up.
But teams like that don't.
They're rock solid, right? So mentally.
Unlike Man United.
So it's very important that
Just
we
have to get
learn
that in
how
there.
to negotiate. I think we
6-1?
better Arteta. 6-1, and I'm just seeing it's 2-0 to Aston Villa.
What? Liverpool?
Liverpool, yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
It's a funny old season.
Get in there.
It's a funny old season, but it's a bit early. It's about half an hour gone or something like that.
Who's the...
Grealish?
Let me find out.
And that big centre forward.
Might be Barkley's there, isn't it?
Ooh,
From everyone.
Ollie Watkins.
Who's he?
Grealish with 2 assists.
That's
Wow.
it.
That
Get in
guy's
there,
a player.
Jackie boy.
That guy's a player. 23 minutes. Yeah.
Anyway, get in
But
there.
yeah.
23 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So, Brian.
Yeah,
Let's
back
get back to business.
Yeah, back to the only team in the Premiership.
Exactly.
Um,
We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Crash and it's Arsenal. Crash, Arsenal FC. Anyway,
but I
sorry.
do like the fact that the last few minutes is always nervy, but I'm a lot more
confident.
now. We've got. It sounds a bit crazy, but I'm confident that we've got Louise at the back with his experience and Gabriel and Tierney, as opposed to Kolasinac and Mustafi. You know what I mean? It's just like with them at the back.
Oh God.
Everybody's fearful. They look scared. Whenever Kolasinac gets the ball, he looks scared. So so I'm even though it's a nervy time, I think with someone like Louise, even though he's people call him Sideshow Bob, and
His
they
headed
give him
clearance.
respect.
Or
I love
out
his
of the
clearances.
inkwell comes Coco, the clown.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
But I do think gradually the experience is there, and today Bellerin did have a bit of a shaky last few minutes,
But his game overall was. I got to tip my hat off to him as well. My magic hat
Yeah.
off to him. So no, but all in all, I like the performance from the team.
Yeah.
I liked it, and like Brian said, you get confidence. You get confidence, and especially not to wax lyrical about Gabriel again, but you see the type of defending that you should be doing as a standard, because he was a player went to the left side, and he tracked him, and in the past you're saying, don't foul.
Don't foul.
Don't
dive
foul.
in.
Yeah.
Don't dive in. Oh! He's dived in. Gabriel,
He's
he
a
just
clean
ushers
defender.
you out.
He's a clean defender.
He's clean.
Yeah.
There was another, incident where a player was in the box, and all Gabriel done was make a smart block. Bang. Out for a throw-in.
And stay on your feet. How many times?
And he was the only one. He was the last one.
Yeah. How many times you've seen Mustafi or Holding sometimes? Just stay on your feet.
Stay
Right?
on your
Stay
feet.
on your feet.
No, Holder's not too bad.
Holder's
It's not too bad.
Right.
Mustafi just falls over for no reason.
Yeah, Kolasinac,
Kolasinac.
the Greek god.
Why are you going to
Socrates.
You've got the ball. Just usher him out.
Yeah.
Right? So, 100%.
I actually thought there was a good defender in Mustafi somewhere.
Yeah.
But
There is.
He just used to have these brain freezes where
Yeah.
I remember the Tottenham game. He actually played well
And
in the Tottenham game, and then he just went to pot.
Yeah.
he just went
Oh,
mad.
it's about the Wembley one where
I can't even remember the match,
Mr.
but he
Mr.
played well for,
Yeah.
I think the first half, he well for like 41 minutes.
Yeah.
Mustafi's played well. He had Harry Kane in his pocket.
so many games like
And then
that.
something happened, and you're like, what the hell?
Yes,
It's
that's
like-
what I'm saying.
And I can't see Gabriel doing that. I can't.
Any-
He may make
no.
a mistake. Because he's young.
Yeah.
He's what, 22?
22.
He may make a mistake.
Van Dijk
but
makes mistakes, So,
yeah, he gave us a few goals the other day. But no,
Yeah.
Mustafi, yeah. But anyway, we've got the basis
Yeah.
of a very good. And as I said, Arteta's come in. He's seen the gaps in the team. He's seen let's build from the back, and I think he's doing it. I think he's doing a good job.
So,
Yeah.
you know, before we get on to the ratings, the player ratings and the manager's performance, the window closes tomorrow.
Yes.
What are we saying about that? Because I received some news and I let you lot know in our group how I felt, and I was very annoyed.
Let it out, Lee.
I was very annoyed at the Awar deal
We
not going ahead.
and rightly so. We spent a whole summer on it, and I think what annoyed people more is that we're trying to go for certain players from a certain club, and the other thing is once you spend so long on chasing a player, it's always frustrating when you don't close that deal. Right, because the logical way of thinking is, all right, you should have had to target 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
Why are we running around last minute
all the time
to loan a player that's not even our
all
player,
the time, man?
right? So
A one-off.
Brian, what do you think of that when you actually heard the actual news that the actual story is that we offered 38 million, right, with add-ons, and they want 50 with add-ons. So that's where the
it's just 12 million.
right.
I mean, it's a tough one. I get it, because in these financial uncertain times, you don't know when the fans are coming back in the ground.
100%.
You don't know. We need to get players off the wage bill, but if it's a one-off, then we can say, you know what, But this is the Arsenal way. We just don't close deals. We just, as you said, we're linked
and scraping.
We're linked with a player all summer. How many years have we been linked with Benzema? That he's coming. How many years is Benzema? So we're linked. We're always linked to players, and it just never happens.
Every player, Hazard. We had him.
We had Ronaldo.
Right? We had him.
I don't want to digress.
Oh my God.
Digress. But we're always linked to players, and
here's the thing, right? Because Pablo Mari, we paid 60 million for him after 2 games, right?
Yeah.
So we don't mind overpaying on certain players, but when it comes to that special player, we need to find a way
to get the deal over the line.
Get it done.
Just get it done. Yeah.
And I actually think that the guy in Atletico is more crucial to the way that we want to play.
Partey.
Partey is more crucial. I mean, get that guy done. That guy's not a risk. Okay, the some people are rightly pointing out that this kid in France, Awa, have
Bloody get
people
both
have
of them.
been learning all summer how to say his name.
Get both
all
of them.
all that is going to waste now, Arsenal.
But get both of them. Listen, at the end of the day, right?
Thing is, the fact that they've been chasing him for months means that they're sure of this guy.
Do you know why it didn't happen?
Yeah.
I picked up my phone, I went on YouTube, and I saw a Welcome to Arsenal video. That's what did it.
Yeah.
When people do the Welcome to Arsenal, you know the players are coming.
People, stop
Stop
making those videos,
yes,
people.
Exactly. Don't make those videos.
Please.
But I was.
Don't jinx us.
Can I say pissed? Yeah, I was really.
You could swear. You could use colourful language. A language on this show.
The Pepe thing kind of shook the club.
Yeah.
Right. So they're really careful how they spend the money now.
Yeah.
And but I get the reluctance regarding the French boy. I get it. He's still not a superstar, right? But Partey, you know what he's all about. You've seen him Champions League. He's a quality player. Close that deal. Close that deal.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating.
So it's really frustrating. But
do you think?
Yeah.
I'll ask. We'll all answer it.
Yeah.
Do you think we will get someone tomorrow?
I think we'll get someone. 100. Yeah. I think we'll get someone, and I got a feeling it's Jorginho.
Now, you don't want me to start cursing now, do you?
Jorginho from Chelsea.
Do not let me start cursing on this show. Why do you think him?
Because he is a player. When Arteta was at Man City,
Yeah.
was a player that he recommended to Pep to actually get. They actually wanted to get him, and then Chelsea beat them to the
I can't
punch.
See that. I can't see that. I mean, he may be on the list. I can't see Chelsea giving him up to us so late in the window.
Yeah. They're gonna play hardball. They're gonna play hardball.
I hope not.
I hope we don't pay stupid money.
Do you think Jorginho will make a difference in our squad?
he will make a difference in controlling the game?
Right,
But
okay.
again, that's not our main problem. Our main problem is that in the final third, right? And the only worry I have about Jorginho is a very good player, right? Don't
We
get
need
me wrong,
Aouar.
right?
we
The
need
only
him.
problem is when you press, like we played against this guy. When you press him, he's another player that struggles.
He's weak. I remember.
Yeah.
Was it the cup final? I think. Did someone put Ramsey on him, or was it?
I think
a few years ago. We put
Ramsey,
someone on him.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he was.
and he flustered him. Yeah,
Anonymous.
Yeah, totally. Anonymous.
yeah, he just cancelled him out.
Yeah.
I.
So, Bri, do you think we're going to get anyone through the crevice of the window?
He didn't like that Jorginho thing.
I didn't.
Listen, I'm
so-
totally
I'm
disgusted.
The size in the room.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I'm conflicted. I'm
Was
really.
palpable.
It's a
I'm
head,
Darth Maul on this one.
it's a head. It's a head and heart thing. I want. Obviously, I've got my head around Aouar. I wanted him. I heard the news on Friday. I'm still praying for a miracle because I would rather if it's a choice between Partey and Aouar, I'd go for Aouar personally, and hopefully Partey. I'll go for
January
Aouar
window.
and hopefully Partey next summer. But
And the thing is about that Pepe deal, all big teams will overspend on certain players. You will get your fingers burnt on certain players, but you don't. Liverpool is a very good example, right? They went through so many players. Lallana, they overpaid on so many players, right? But that didn't discourage them from when they see a good player, sign him.
yeah, we got, was it 40 million for Ox?
40
Yeah,
million for
40
Ox.
million for
Oh
Ox,
my
yeah.
goodness.
But then we paid 35 for Mustafi, so. But yeah, we need.
But he came
You know-
with Mustafi. He was a World Cup winner.
Yeah.
Well, couple
true,
of years,
true.
there's a reason for
And-
that.
True.
Yeah.
You know, we thought he was gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
But you have to say under the guidance of Wenger latter years
And Emery, they haven't
didn't
helped
really
him.
bring the best out of him.
Yeah,
but
they
you're starting
haven't.
to see something in the Arteta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some improvement because when
So
when he
under
was
Arteta.
fit, he was playing.
So Lee, what do you think about that?
For me, I don't want to be Mr. Pessimistic, but I think we'll be disappointed tomorrow. Sorry, I don't.
What do you actually think? No one's going to come in.
No one's going to come. I really do think.
Oh, Lee, that's not good. That's not good because
No, sorry.
I actually, yeah.
Over to you, Gabes. What do you think?
Gabriel is punching the
no.
wall as we
Gabes,
speak.
Gabes actually thinks that we will get someone,
Yeah, I agree.
and
with you.
he think not for us not to overreact
Yeah.
until the window closes.
Gabriel is.
But
calm.
I'm overreacting.
It's calm-headed. I was. Oh my god.
I don't,
And
yeah.
Twitter doesn't help. Twitter doesn't help because you get all this info from all kind of places that will trigger you to doing all kinds of things. Right? To be fair to Gab, he was saying calm down.
Yeah,
48 hours. Let's see what happens. Which is
I personally think if we don't get a while, we're not getting anyone.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll see.
yeah. But I don't want.
we keep our chalk dry.
Someone on another platform
Yeah.
brought up the replacements where we've gone for an A-lister and then we've got a C-lister. So we've gone for, I forgot what did he say? He said like we went for someone and then got Danny Welbeck instead. We who else did we go for? So we went for Higuain but then got Welbeck.
Yeah.
We went for someone else and then we got another dud.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. If we don't get anyone,
Just don't get anybody.
do not
Yeah,
be getting
Don't clog up the wage bill. Yeah.
The wage bill, yeah.
yeah,
exactly.
do not be getting no dud because we've seen our Sylvestras. We've had Sylvestras, we've had our Gallasses. Nah, I want us to move forward. If we've missed the boat, this window, January is around the corner.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But please do not send us any duds.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, that's my
Would
take.
you take anybody on loan?
A what? Party. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and
Leon
The thing
fans.
is, I
would
don't
not
Grealish.
Are we
Grealish alone?
lacking? Are we lacking in numbers? It's more quality than numbers.
Quality.
It's quality.
So
It's
yeah, I
quality.
wouldn't even take
Because-
anyone on loan because unless
we
it's
still have-
quality, and that's what we want. Sorry, go on.
I think excluding academy players, we'll still have about 30 players in the squad. So we have to shift a lot of people.
However,
I think that's the
that-
main issue. I think
but that's what
you've
what
made
you
that
said. It was
comment
what
in the
Brian
exactly what
said.
you said.
So point that out, Brian,
Point that
because
out.
you
Remember
said
that comment that you said in the group, which was spot on. They are discouraged from
Yeah.
before they offload all these.
Yeah, and I think that's what the issue is because we've got man like I think what's his name?
Socrates,
Socrates is still
Yeah.
on the wage bill.
Kolasinac,
Kolasinac still
Chambers.
We've still got all these players still on the wage bill, and they're like, if we spend like 40, 50 million on a War or a party,
Yeah.
we're still paying for these guys. So let's see
Yeah.
if we can offload first. And as I said, on these,
It's going to be
I
hard.
like
uncertain.
I like Chambers.
I like Chambers, you know.
But
I like him as
listen.
a right
I've
back.
got a fan. I'm a fan of Chambers.
Yeah.
Lord Vader wasn't, however.
Yeah,
Fail
Lord
me
Vader.
again,
Lord-
Admiral. Yeah, Lord Vader was not having it with Chambers, but in fairness, he said he just couldn't remember Chambers'
Chambers
performances.
originally, I don't know why we tried to convince. Originally, when he came to us, he was a right back.
Yeah, I know. But then
Right.
he played well at centre back.
I think a centre back. Yeah.
But yeah, what Bryce said is that we need to get these players off our wage bill,
Yeah.
and that has been the problem. That has been left by Gazidis.
Gazidis, yeah, because
Yeah.
who's going to pay? Obviously, Ozzy was the big one, 350
yeah,
50K
Guendouzi.
a week. And you
Yeah.
got Guendouzi, you got even
Mustafi's
Kolasinac
a high earner.
Yeah, they've got all these players, so it's not even just how much money we want for them; it's what the players want.
Exactly, and
And I
that's
think
why
that's
it's
what
so
the issue
important
is.
when you go into transfer market that you look for quality rather than just right. You have
Another
to get
question.
That player, yeah.
Our negotiation skills. How do you rate it? Scale of 1 to 10.
The Chuckle Brothers comes to mind.
Chuckle version. Chuckle version.
Yeah.
We're gone.
It's a tough one. I think our negotiating was like our defending when we had Kolasinac and Mustafi.
Kalachi days.
Yes, Galazzi and Silvestre. It was, yeah.
Oh,
we
my
were
days.
awful. And I think
That level, yeah?
what the issue is now. The issue
Oh
is
God,
now.
we have to do a lot of work.
The issue now, we've still left with that legacy. Because Gazidis, he left a bomb and then he
my
just
goodness.
buggered off to AC Milan. So
And
now
then
we're left
He's taking
dealing
them
with
down.
all
To
these
quote
issues.
Oliver Hardy to Stan Laurel, that's another fine
another-
mess you got us into.
Exactly.
So the going goes, right? So we go to Spain to try and get Partey,
Right?
right? Mm-hmm. And we come back without Torreira on loan with
sense
no
does that
option
make?
to buy it.
What sense does that make? Are we
I
trying
mean-
to appease
I mean,
that club? Is there a deal
I'm trying
to say,
hard
you know
not to
what?
swear.
You know what? We'll give you Torreira if everything all works
Yeah,
out.
they want
Next
Torreira,
summer,
but
promise us
bargain something.
Partey. Yeah.
Bargain something, right?
They've just strong-armed us.
They taking that player on loan
They
with
strong-armed
no option
us.
to buy it. It's just crazy.
There's no option to buy.
No
No
option to buy, right. No option.
I hope something changes last minute, but from what I've
I
read,
can't see anyone coming through the door. You know the pink windmill? There's somebody at the door. Oh, there's somebody at the door.
always,
No.
I'm hoping for an Ash. Remember when Arshavin came? Remember Arshavin came out of the blue?
Yeah, that would be nice.
You know,
Or
something like
who's
that
that
to lift
walking
the
over the hill?
So Campbell.
Sol Campbell.
Campbell, that
Even
one.
Ozil was a surprise when you see
Yes.
Wenger smiling.
Talk about
Exactly. On the Monday.
Talk about Sol Campbell. There's some rumours about Dele Alli.
Not here. Not here.
Have you heard about that?
I've heard that he might be leaving Spurs, but
Yeah.
He would never come to us. No, I shouldn't say never, but I don't think he would come to us.
Yeah. But
Would you get Dele Alli? He's fallen off the wagon, mate.
I would,
Yeah,
I would.
he's a bit.
He's fallen off
Mark
for me.
Vader's not a big fan. I can tell.
Yeah, I can't see where he fits. He's a
Good player.
useful. He's almost like Ramsey. He'll run beyond and he'll get on the end of things
And
and
he'll
he'll
score
score.
goals. Yeah.
I think
Is he a better player than Ramsey? Because we don't want Ramsey back. Well, half and half.
The only thing he has on Ramsey
The Arsenal
is
fan
fitness.
base are split on Ramsey.
Yeah.
Is Dele Alli better than Ramsey? Would he offer more?
No.
If he's that Ramsey-esque type player.
He will offer more in terms of staying fit.
Mm.
Right? Because every season Ramsey's gone
Pulls
through
up,
form.
yeah.
Pulls up, hamstring.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting away from the box-to-box midfield.
The game is changing, right?
Because
you need those technical players.
Yeah, because you had Giroud holding the ball up and he would just do a little something and Ramsey go up.
Exactly.
I don't think we're that
You know
team
who would be
anymore.
brilliant if you could find a young Cazorla.
That would be...
That'd
No.
be fantastic.
Let's not dream.
Yeah,
let's not
let's
dream.
Right.
yeah, let's.
Because you're
Or
really
just bring him back.
making
He's
things
play-
worse now. We haven't
I
seen
saw a
anyone
video
come
where
through the
where
window.
he's playing somewhere in Dubai or Qatar with some kids. You know,
You
just
shouldn't
bring
have
him.
done that.
Just bring him. Just
Jamal,
bring him
you
back.
shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, that's her.
Before we go into the player ratings, another thing that I have to point out.
Yes.
Aubameyang didn't score, but we got two different goal scorers.
Excellent.
I have to, because about a couple shows ago
Yeah.
on the Magic Hat show, I did point that out, that we have to spread the goals. And that's... I do want Aubameyang to get the golden boot. However, the team is more important. So you have to share the goals. And that's what I'm glad.
100%.
I'm glad of. So just to point that out.
I heard them giving a little thing on that since he signed the deal he hasn't scored. They're trying to make a little negative thing.
Little
That,
Don't care.
exactly. As
Don't
long as we
care.
keep winning, as long as we pick up the 3 points.
Don't care.
And he contributes.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay, so music, please. Right, so player ratings.
Player ratings.
Right.
Shall we start with the keeper? Yeah?
Here, Leno.
Leno, solid performance.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still buzzing from his from that Liverpool game
Yeah.
where he was outstanding.
He was outstanding
He
in
was
that game. I've got to give it to
amazing.
him. I was
Wow.
cussing him. No,
Yeah, he was getting a lot of stick.
I was cussing him, I'm sorry.
He was.
I was cussing him Monday.
It was his way of saying I'm a good keeper. So back off, Lee. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
So, solid performance. You know, his short passing is a lot better now. I wasn't really, worried that he would do a crazy pass to an opposition. And the only criticism is those long balls. It's like he needs to just take extra care
Yeah,
because there was a lot of, long stray balls.
yeah.
Right? But, he reads the game well as the sweeper keeper, right? So, I'm happy with him. I would give him a solid 7 out of 10.
So 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So Leno, I'm going to give him 7.5. I thought his distribution, once again, always has me on edge. But, he didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing he could do for the goal. I think Leno was, I thought he was good. I thought, like I said, he was part of that back line, that back five, and he was assured. Still a bit suspect on his catching, though. I have to give him that.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant shot stopper, as Gabes has pointed out, but when it comes for claiming, he doesn't instill confidence in me.
100%.
So, 7.5 for me. So, Brian, what are you giving here, Leno?
Leno, I'm probably one of his biggest critics. Last season he was great.
Yeah.
As I said, he was player of the year last season. I got totally. I was in love with Martinez.
Me too.
I was totally in love with him.
Me too.
Everything
all of
about
us
him
were.
was my keeper. He's got a presence. He can catch.
Yeah.
He can distribute. And so when Leno came back, I was But anyway, when we played Liverpool, played very well. My biggest criticism of him is the time he takes on the ball.
Thank you.
He gets the ball and there's a pass there, and he'll take a time, and by the time he
You have to
passes
keep
it,
it ticking,
the player's in
He's
trouble.
going to get caught out.
And especially when teams are pressing us. But today didn't really have that Did he make many saves? I can't remember any saves he had to make, really.
Not really.
Not really. It was just when it came to corners.
Yeah,
Was he dominant?
Yeah, there was a bit when he punched
Punches to the
out
cats.
right in front of the striker, and I thought he would take his head off, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a good, but he's still like he needs to catch more. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
because
high
Martinez was
claim.
like when he was sure when the cross came in and he had to punch it out, bang, it's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
When he had to catch it, bang.
So I'm giving Leno a 7.
7 as well. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're moving on to Bellerin, Hector Bellerin.
Bellerin, top class performance. You know,
I thought he was superb.
I thought, you know, it was he was due a performance like that because it's just a tactical change with him. You know, he's a good player, but you just feel there's more in there that he could do. Right? I think the first assist was on point. This is exactly where he should be. Like final third is where he should be affecting the game, right?
Yeah.
So it's great assist, and the second goal also. Yeah, I was really impressed. His defending is better than that we give him credit for.
I'm still a bit suspect on his defending. Sorry,
but
I know Lord Vader.
I think a lot of his
would
having
agree with me.
rewatched certain matches, right? A lot of his problems comes from the guy in front of him not giving him the protection that he needs, right? So when you get isolated by yourself and it's 2v1, or that will make you look bad, right?
I don't know. I still
Right,
there's still question marks on his
the
defending.
Liverpool second goal, for example, right? So he's got Mane, right, and he didn't get help from Willian, right, to watch that run from Liverpool left back. So those kind of things. I think defending now is more of a team game, and I think we far too often try and blame the individual defender rather than looking at the bigger picture and saying, right? So I think his defending has improved. I know certain people won't, but from what I've seen from even last year, right? 100%, yeah. So I'll give him a solid 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
That's high, man.
Yeah, I'll give him some 9 out of 10 because it's exactly, he needs to just repeat that more. Sometimes he's just too conservative and he spends too much time in our half where his qualities are really final third. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I'll give Bellerin an 8. I thought his game was much better than I've seen over recent weeks and recent games.
Yep.
Final third, like you said, much better.
Yeah.
2 assists and 2 quality assists. Like I said, backwards and forward, going
100%.
backwards, going forwards, you know, brilliant. So I've got to say I'm going to give him Hector an 8. Bit dodgy towards the end.
Yeah, what was that all about?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to give Hector an 8. Bri,
Yeah.
what you saying?
What am I saying? I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm giving Bellerin an 8. I think
2 assists.
the thing is, the first assist.
One
The first
cross to Saka.
What I'll say as well is that he said, I think in the week, that his body's now 100%. So
Yeah,
you can hopefully
takes
over the next
time,
few
yeah.
weeks
Yeah.
you're going to see a continued improvement.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give him an 8. But the 2 assists though, when you pass the ball to someone on the halfway line
Yeah.
and they run the
Come on,
whole length of the
don't
pitch
take that off.
and bend it in, is that an assist? But anyway, yeah, 2 assists.
That's-
Bellerin gets an 8 from me.
Now, who can we, what, Boba Fett? Or,
Huh?
As long as it's not Jabba the Hutt.
because that was a bit ruthless.
Jabba the Hutt, yeah?
No, not Jabba the Hutt, man. Not Jabba the Hutt.
That
That was a bit ruthless.
That was
but
far
no,
too close to Darth Vader than I would like.
that was Anakin. That was Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Turning,
Oh yeah,
turning,
okay.
turning to the dark side. Not fully Lord Vader.
Not fully, yeah. Not
Yeah,
quite
because
there.
he gave him an A, but it was like, listen, A.
But still,
All right, so David Luiz.
I'm going to take away the extra assist. Yeah.
David Luiz. What we saying about David?
Solid performance.
Yep.
Solid performance. I really liked, I think I wrote down somewhere 6-headed clearance, the most in the game. Really important. When you play in a team like Sheffield, you need to win the aerial game, like I said earlier, right? You have to head that ball out,
Yeah.
right? And we criticised him last week where he was heading it to the edge of the box, where Liverpool players there to take a shot.
But I still don't blame him
Right.
for that. That one.
No, you have to head it. Lee, we talked about this. You have to head it
Sounds
away
good.
from the box.
Sorry, I need to
Right.
jump in here. I feel like double
Right.
Dutch. I need to jump in.
Yeah.
I actually blame Leno for that goal because when the cross came in, there was no. I thought he could have come for it. When I looked at it again, the cross came in. David Luiz, there was nobody around David. It was a poor header. He hit it to the edge of the box. But
Yeah.
I think Martinez. I keep harping back to Martinez.
I wasn't looking at the keeper.
Yeah, the keeper.
Is that what really happened? Yeah? Wow.
The cross came in. There was no threat. There was no challenge.
Yeah.
The keeper, mine, grab it, job done.
Yeah.
Luis headed it out. There was no call. Luis thought there was someone around him. There's no one around him. There's poor header. But yeah, I blame Leno.
But the only thing is he did that same mistake in the first half where he headed it right to the edge of the box again. And
But who's there for seconds though? Who's there?
No, but that-
if you head it out,
yeah,
all right, your neck muscles are allowing you to
yeah.
get it on it, but it's not, getting it past. And as far as there should be someone there
Yeah.
to be there for the block. But who was there?
I agree with you 100%.
Everyone else was daydreaming. But anyway, go on.
But you can
Sorry.
avoid that by just clearing it out. Right? Exactly
Count
what he's doing
Dooku
against
to the
Sheffield.
checkout.
Exactly what
Count Dooku. Yeah, go on. Sorry,
Yeah,
Count Dooku.
so, again, his short passing is good, but his long passing, he needs to refine it a little bit, right? So I think I'm happy with his performance, and he showed leadership, calmness,
Yeah.
and he's an. I'll give him a good 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give David 8 as well. I concur with what you said. And echo what you've said. I was unhappy with him in the first 20 minutes because I thought that there was too many sloppy balls, the aerial balls that he was trying to, and it just became floaters.
Yeah.
So I was a bit I was a bit not upset, but I was a bit disappointed in his distribution.
100%.
However,
Yeah.
his game, like Bri touched on, there was leadership, there was composure, and there was a calmness at the back.
Yes.
And we ain't seen that for a long time, and especially with 2 centre backs, not 3, but
Yeah.
2 centre backs. And like I said, I don't want to hear anyone tell me about, it was only Sheffield United's
No.
forwards.
It's not
Because
easy games.
they
It's not
are
easy games.
rugged customers.
It's not
They're
easy
rugged.
games.
So, yeah, we're going to...
Yeah, I was just saying 4 accurate long balls from 12. So he just needs to improve that, but solid performance.
Yeah. So, for me, I'm going to give David Luiz an 8. Bri, what are you saying?
David Luiz, I was defending David Luiz for everyone's calling him, as he said, cross the town or whatever. I think he's a good defender. I think he played well today. I think that he, when he keeps it simple and just wants to be the experienced guy at the back. I think sometimes when he tries to do too much, as you saw with the 4 accurate long balls out of 12, if he keeps it simple, he's a very good asset for the team, and I'll give him a 7.5.
Cool. Nice. So, Gabriel Magalhaes. How do you pronounce it?
4-1 Villa, half time.
I don't know whether to do the Usain Bolt. I don't know whether to do the Bogle.
Ollie Watkins hat trick.
I don't know what dance I...
Someone's getting killed when I leave here.
Oh, Larry. Oh, Pearl. Oh, Liverpool fans. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Warning, incoming. Anyway, shields are down, Scotty, fire. Yeah, sorry.
Gabriel, I think
Gabriel
said
Magalhaes.
everything that you said earlier. I have to concur there because outstanding.
Outstanding.
Outstanding, because for years we missed a defender who's got the full. He seems that he's got the full package. Right?
Yes. Well
You know,
done.
he's
Well
winning-
said.
He's winning his ground jewels. He's strong in the air. He's passing.
He's quick.
He's quick, and the IQ's there because he reads the game.
Thank you.
Sometimes you don't need to slice that. You just need to intercept, be in the right
Thank
place,
you.
and just get that ball away before the
Thank you.
right. So I'll just keep it short and sweet. Thank God we got him, and yeah, I need him in the team
Yeah.
every week,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, 9 out of 10 again.
Yeah. I'm giving him 9.5. He's my man of
Yeah.
the match. Sorry to spoil that, but I'm letting it known now. 9.5. Everything. He had positional sense. He had pace. He had power. His passing. Only 1 or 2 passes went astray, but you can
Different
allow that
grading,
to happen.
yeah.
He showed why he should have been in the team on Monday against Liverpool. Then on Thursday, outstanding performance in the Carabao Cup. Carried it on today. His passing was beautiful. Just to, echo what Brian said, the disguise passing into the midfield. Not Kolasinac bodyguard predictable.
Exactly.
And this guy,
Exactly.
Aerial Jules, I asked you and Lord Vader, I asked you, what's his aerial ability like in terms of aerial duels?
Yes.
You guys said to me, you know what? YouTube scouting, he's good. So I was thinking, stroking chin, I'll wait to see.
Oh, you were skeptical.
Man, in the box, won his aerial duels. From goal kicks, their goal kick,
Yeah.
won his aerial duels with bravery.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This guy is a find and a half.
Absolutely. You want to know how many? 6.
Please tell me. Stats coming in. Stats coming in.
6 aerial duels won, lost 1. That's it.
Listen, we've got a player.
Right?
Boss.
Exactly. He's a boss.
Right.
He's a boss.
Yeah, I can't add anything to what you guys have said. He's amazing. He's strong. He's can read the game, and we've unearthed a real gem there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
9 out of 10 for me. He's brilliant.
Absolutely
brilliant.
fantastic.
So moving on to Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney, another solid performance. He had a tough game last week at Liverpool, and so everyone. He was attacking more. He was more adventurous.
He had more license. He was
he had
placed in
yeah.
the position we
And
thought he should have
the
been.
crosses, and he put in
Anfield.
quite a few crosses that
Mm-hmm.
that didn't hit their mark, but it was more to do was our strikers when making those runs into the box,
Mm-hmm.
taking the defenders away, going to the near post, far post, right?
Mhm.
Those defending a class, he's solid. His link up play is really good.
Mhm.
And it's another steady Eddie performance. 7 out of 10.
Yeah. You know me, man. I like this guy so much,
Yeah.
man. I fail to see, the bad in this guy, because this guy, man, he gives me goosebumps. This guy, his crossing, first off, whether it was to take a player for a run or whip it in first time. That's what I liked. I loved his pointing, directing, commanding, shouting, screaming. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what you want to see in a player. You
Yeah.
want them to be passionate, wearing the badge, not just kissing when you. I want you to show me,
100%.
blood, sweat, tears. And this guy, he does it week in, week out for me.
I think that's the only criticism about our fullbacks, not just him.
Count
is that
Dooku calling.
Yeah, yeah.
Count Dooku to the checkout, please.
Those crosses, we just need to take extra care about the crosses, right?
That's harsh, man.
And it's not harsh. It's not harsh. Okay,
Here we go.
all right,
Stats coming in.
Okay,
Stats coming
right?
in.
Okay, from 9 crosses, only 1 accurate. Not his fault.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's these interceptions. What
No,
are
just
you?
crosses. No, just crosses.
Just crosses, right? No. I'm saying interception from the opposition. Is this what you're talking about? Is it? Does it have to
No.
be? Does it have to meet?
It's basically crosses that did not
Reach its intended target.
yeah.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
My only issue with that is that if the intended target is not where he's meant to be,
Yeah.
whose fault is that then? Is it the cross's
That is
fault? or
why
is it-
I'm leaning on him. Is that partly it was his fault and partly
His
was
fault?
the movement. Yeah. No, but
Because we're going to come on to Eddie, and I felt
Yeah.
that Eddie did. But yeah, anyway.
absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you, Eddie, because
Right.
that's the point that I made. His movement wasn't.
Yeah.
He's still learning the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's just not Tierney. I think all our fullbacks have a problem with crossing the ball.
No, I'm sorry,
All of
man.
them.
I've
It's-
got
it's-
to
our
disagree
crossing
with you.
Is atrocious, honestly.
I wouldn't say
Right?
atrocious.
No, man. I'm sorry.
not good.
I'm
Our
gonna
crossing's
have
not
to.
good.
Listen, I'm going to play tonight, Matthew. I'm going to be Lord Vader. Gabes, you'll understand. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you there. All right, you're going by
One
the
accurate
stats.
cross, okay,
You're going by the
no,
stats.
Like from his ability, because we know he can cross the ball, right?
Yeah,
He's
but-
not. I'm not.
Yeah, but
I'm not
his
shitting on
crossing,
ability.
what do you class and deem a poor cross? The one that doesn't beat the first man?
The one that is too high or doesn't beat the first
Yeah,
man,
but-
or
But you saw how Sheffield United, set
Yeah.
out their stall.
I agree with you.
And as
Yes.
Brian's going to come on to
Yeah.
with Eddie,
Yeah,
he just wasn't there.
but this is just it's a long running theme of our fullbacks
Poor-
crossing the ball and not.
I think Bellerin
not
is poor.
meeting.
I think Bellerin is poor. I'm not
But he
taking
can do that.
anything
But he can
away
do,
from Kieran
but
Tierney.
you saw that that assist to Saka, right? He can't find
One
a
in
man.
how many games?
He can't find a
Two
man.
in
It's
how
just
many
that-
games? No,
Yeah, but-
that's not a good enough argument.
I've not seen us, like back in the day, Man United. I hate talking about them, but
Yeah.
when York and Cole in the box,
Yeah.
Beckham would get the ball on the right. He'd put in a
100%.
great cross, 1-0, 2-0, whatever. Very rarely had Beckham putting in poor crosses but the guys were there in the box.
Yeah.
With us, we don't play that way, and it's.
Hit and hope.
I think it's a bit. I think that's.
So what would you give? What would you give?
Tierney for crossing
No, I
Oh.
mean ratings.
for.
But
Tierney.
didn't I didn't give him.
No, you haven't given me.
I haven't given him.
Okay, you
So
haven't.
I will end it here. I'll conclude.
Yeah.
Because that's as harsh. Red lightsaber. You've beheaded him. Anyway,
He has to
so
improve.
I'm going to give Kieran Tierney a 7.5. I thought it was a steady Eddie.
Yeah.
So Brian,
Yeah, I'm not gonna. 7.5. I love Tierney almost as much as Lee. He's future captain. He's everything that I want an Arsenal player to be.
Thank you.
We're gonna get onto the in the bin and all that stuff, but he is the epitome of someone playing for the badge every single week.
Yeah.
And if every one of the 10 other players with him plays with his heart and his desire,
Yeah.
we're going to have a good season. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yes, I'm giving Tierney. I really like him, but I'm going to give him a 7.5. He did everything he needed to do.
yeah, he's a steady Eddie.
Mm.
A steady Eddie. So we're going into the middle, and we're going with El Nene.
El Nene.
El who?
El Nino.
El Nino.
Right.
So what we saying?
Yeah. I like this kid. But he's not. Well, he's not a kid. He's a very experienced pro. Yeah. The thing that I really like about him is just that he cares for the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in that position is like we've had so many players. I think my brother calls him the Nielsen with an afro. Which is-
No, no.
That's harsh. So it runs in the family.
It runs in the family.
He's a Man U fan.
To Nelson with an afro.
He's a Man U fan, so he criticises all Arsenal players. So
No, that's wrong. That's harsh.
that's harsh, right? So he's calm. He doesn't give the ball away. One constructive criticism is that he could play more direct balls through the middle. Look for penetrating balls, right?
Mhm.
But Arteta loves him, right? And he's in a position now where he's willing to take off his captain, his Shaka,
Mhm.
rather than him, right? And you mentioned that he's more mobile than certain players. Loves attack, and he doesn't get sucked into play, right? So when the team is expressing themselves, he will hang back and he will mop up where he needs to be. So he's exactly the sort of players that you need in your squad. Some people will say, I don't want him starting.
Yeah.
Fair, right? But what else do you want from him?
Okay.
Right? So I'll give him 8 out of 10.
Right, so Nene, I'll give him 7.5. I thought he was on metronome. I thought he kept things ticking over. He was in the right place at the right time.
100%.
When, say, like a defender got themselves in a conundrum, he was always there to be that outlet, to be an outlet. Like, give it to me. His one-touch passing, where he knew where he wanted the ball to go, was brilliant as well, and he just kept things moving. So I can't knock him. I thought he had a very steady game. Defensively was there. Offensively, what led to the first goal, he was part of that move. So yeah, I'm giving him a 7.5. I thought his game was brilliant today.
Fantastic.
So I'm not going to knock him.
Yeah.
Bri, over to you.
Yeah, I would agree. 7.5. He keeps the ball moving. He keeps it simple. He keeps the ball moving. And if there was, I understand people on Twitter, whatever, criticizing when they see his name on the team sheet because, they don't understand how he.
They're reactionary.
Yeah, they're reactionary, and
Yeah.
he played very well today. Keeps the ball ticking over, and what I would like from him is more what got us the first goal.
More incisive.
Keeps the ball very
More
well,
drive.
being more incisive,
he's
drive
got
every
it.
now and
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
I used to love it when Diaby used to do it, Vieira used to do it. Keep the ball, but then every now and again, go for a drive,
Yeah.
go for a run.
Go
And,
for a run, yeah.
He made that first goal today with that, and I'll give him the 7.5. Love him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So on to Ceballos.
Anthony Ceballos, another favourite of mine. Love him. He's got that extra class that we need in his field. One aspect of his game was that he doesn't credit for is his ground jewels. He wins a lot of tackles.
Yeah, but
Right.
that was a statistic last season
Yeah,
where he was
but
the
he
one that
doesn't
won
get
the most tackles,
because
wasn't it?
people still see him as a flair kind of player, which he is, right? And I think we missed him in the Liverpool game, right? Because he's got that technical.
That was another one, yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. In a tight space where you're under pressure, he's more comfortable to receive the ball and turn and do something, drop a shoulder, right? He's got that in him. And another really strong performance, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking at now, is that the best pair that we have? Right? That's what you're looking at because the way they function,
Yeah.
right? So I think I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
For me, Ceballos gets 8.5. It was out of him and Gabriel, who were my men of the match.
Yeah.
He was closely behind Gabriel. I just loved everything this guy done. One-touch passing, invention, creation, picking up the ball, Santi Cazorla-esque. We need to sign this player. I know it's early days in the season, but you saw what he done tail end of the season of last season.
Sign him up.
And this guy, Real Madrid, I will be fuming if Real Madrid say, you know what, Arsenal, thanks, mate. You've nurtured these talents. We're taking him back now because I will be fuming. Because this guy, my goodness, man, I was salivating over this guy. Every single move that he done.
And I love his passion.
The twist, the turns.
He's really,
His passing, his one-touch passing.
he's got a dark side as well. The way he gets under players' skin. He's always
Listen, this guy,
remonstrating with players.
I'm telling you, Dani Ceballos, we need to sign this guy.
100%.
He was excellent today. Magnificent today. 8.5 straight. Over to you, Brian.
Yeah, love Danny. You saw in the second half when he came on against Liverpool, he changed it.
Absolutely.
He changed it right through ball to. Anyway, I don't want to think about that chance that Lacazette missed. But yeah, Ceballos is a baller.
Baller.
He's a proper baller.
And that's who we need.
And I saw he's the most. We were talking about Santi earlier. He's the most like Santi we've got, and he could just drop a shoulder. And today he did the most amazing little mix.
Oh, I saw it. Not so hazelnuts.
Yeah.
The players just come and they're like raw. Yeah,
And he was
amazing.
gone.
Gone. Keeps the ball simple, great. And that first time ball for Aubameyang.
There was one where he
got the
caught
package.
it in the air. It was a one-touch pass.
Yes.
And he caught it in the air. Oops.
Right, but yeah, I love him to bits. And was it the other week that Tim Sherwood was saying he's too weak to play?
Yes. Sherwood.
Sherwood.
What's the song? Don't worry.
But yeah, anyway, yeah.
Should we sing that?
No.
Danny,
Let's not sing it because we're wasting too much precious time on the Tim Sherwood.
Yes,
Anyway,
Danny gets a solid 8. He's
solid 8.
yeah,
Solid.
Yeah.
So, by Kayo, I've got my first England call, Saka. Tarotted. Sorry, I had to get that.
This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one.
But Kayo Saka, man.
I want to hear this
Go
one.
for it.
No.
Yeah,
The floor's yours, man.
I really like it's coming to that stage where he's on a team sheet, right? Because the one criticism that I had of him was he used to lose the ball a bit too much.
He's academy,
Right?
man.
Exactly, he's learning.
He's just
That's
come
not-
into.
Yeah, but that was about the way he kept the ball.
He's 18.
He won.
18.
He won so many jewels. He 8 jewels and lost one.
And
Right?
this boy, sorry
Yeah.
to cut you, this boy is not being put on the level of Foden,
No, there's no hype around
Greenwood.
it.
There's no hype that surrounds.
That's how I like
Saka.
it because that will allow him to develop. Right? Just I don't want to I didn't want him to get picked for England because that's the pressure and the traveling and he's young. Leave him.
Leave him be, yeah.
Let him develop.
Yeah.
Let him develop, become a superstar. Then you say, here's your England cap.
Yeah,
Right? But to be fair to him, he's that quality that
yeah.
he deserves it, right? And he was really happy. So he's got an eye for goal,
Yeah,
as
I'm
he
so
showed
glad for
because
that. I'm so very happy.
Brian pointed out that's not an easy header. That's not an easy header. Top corner,
Top bins.
top, and the one thing that I love about him is when he gets the ball, he's a killer. So he wants to. His idea is how can I hurt this team, right? He's not about sideways passes and I'm gonna pass it back to the keeper,
Yeah,
right, and then get my team in trouble, right? Like he just looks up and he's got that natural born vision that you can't teach,
yeah.
right? So, yeah, I would give him I'll give him a 9 out of 10.
Oh,
I'll give him a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I was really impressed.
okay. So
I think
you've
for a young player, I think was it 90% accuracy passing.
yeah, Saka for me.
Amazing.
He gets an 8.5. Much better this season. I was wondering why he wasn't playing on Monday in league game, Anfield. However, listen,
I think Klopp.
I'm not taking anything away from Arteta's choice there, but today Saka had a quiet first half, as did many. But with Saka, it was like once Willian, Pepe, and Saka started to, release the hounds.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious me. That boy, like I said before in previous shows, he's 18 playing like a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, how old are you again? Amazing.
It's crazy.
Amazing. So, yes, 8.5 for me for the boy, Saka.
Yeah, you just reminded me how old he is because sometimes I'm rating him like a fully
Experienced,
experienced
yeah,
player.
he's a
Yeah,
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. He's 18 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so yeah, he
Academy.
Absolutely, yeah.
academy player. He's just been called up to England. Yeah, great. He had a great. He's a great prospect, man. And I'm giving him a. I was going to say 7.5, but you reminded me of his age, the goal. He played very steady. He doesn't give the ball away, as Jamal said. He's always looking to hurt.
Absolutely.
You know, like Tyson said, you know, throw punches with bad intentions.
Yeah.
He's always looking to do something. And if he
Yeah,
can't, he'll
driving.
just keep it simple.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm giving him second 8.
So, Willian the Conqueror, what we giving him?
William, it's a bit of in different kind of game. I think he did all the right things. I would have liked to see more penetration from him. I think he was just playing it too safe at times. I think he's doing his defensive side very well. But I think I would like to see William, because that left back was there for the taking, I thought. So yeah, so I would give him a good 7 out of 10. Right? I think he had more joy when they switched him.
Yeah.
And Pepe came, and you had threat from both sides. I think he looked a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a good solid pro. So 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'm going to give Willian a 7.5. I think due to the inspired substitution by Pep, I think he had more license, more freedom to do damage. And I think that was the undoing of Sheffield United. When Pepe and Willian had the license to roam,
Absolutely.
that's when they done damage. Him, Saka and Pepe interchanging, interlinking, that's where the damage was caused. So I think Willian had a mediocre first half, but the second half,
So he was a lot better.
he was one of the main players in the attacking half to really change the game. And like you said, defensively, I think he done his job. He was on job. But when he started to get that license to roam and do his thing, I think us as a fan base were more at ease.
Do you think we could get more out of him if he plays behind the forwards?
Well, his Arsenal career has just taken off. So we have to... I know he's played in the Premiership, but this is a different team. Arteta's. So it's a different team. So he has to get his Arsenal career off and running. So he's doing the right things at the moment. So yeah, 7.5. Brian?
Yeah, Willian, I thought he had a mediocre first half. He had a good first half. He did what he needs to do. He's an experienced player. He doesn't lose the ball. He just keeps it moving and so on. Yeah, the second half he was a lot better, and I think when we changed the system, he was making little pockets and coming in the middle and doing little 1-2s and so on and so forth. Perhaps I expected a little bit more from him, but as you said, he's just coming to a new team. We haven't got one way of playing yet. Arteta's is still trying to work out exactly his team.
Pardon me?
Arteta's.
Thank you.
He's still trying to work
One
out
more
his...
time. Say it loud.
Mikel Arteta.
Yes.
So yeah, he's still trying to work out the team and the best way of playing things. And I think Williams does well. So yeah, I'm giving him a 7.
Right. Okay, so we go on to Eddie.
Eddie Nketiah had a tough game. Eddie Nketiah had a tough game.
I hear a sigh there.
Yeah, he had a really hard game because I didn't like his positioning more than anything. I think his average position, I think somebody shared the average position of players, and his average position was like in the centre circle. Which is weird.
What's his heat map say?
That's his E map, just in the centre circle.
For your striker.
For a striker, it's not really...
Eddie Nketiah's heat map was in the centre circle.
It's not good.
Classic.
Right? I would love to know how many touches he actually had inside the box. I don't think it's actually much. So yeah, I would give him a 5 out of 10, honestly.
Da, 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 da.
5 out of 10.
So that's out of the Lord Vader handbook marking system. Oh, okay, so I'm going to give Eddie 6. You're right, he didn't do much in the game, but I don't think it was his fault, especially in the first half. And then he got hauled off kind of early. He got pulled off kind of early to make that You know, that inspired substitution. But he'll come back again.
Yeah, he'll come back.
I think he'll come back again, and he'll be given another chance. And
I
then,
think.
and he's coming off the back of good form as well,
Yeah.
Eddie, for club and country.
Good,
So yeah,
good scoring form.
so yes, Bri, I sense the dark side.
That's looming. Yeah,
I sense it. I can feel it. You know, I can feel
clouds are
it.
gathering.
No, it's my first week, so I'm just gonna take it easy. But no, I like Eddie. I like Eddie. He's willing. He's got the chance that we all wish we could have. Plays centre forward for the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah, club.
For your
You
club,
know
what I
that
mean?
you.
So
Yeah,
the only thing with Eddie, I got to give him liberty because he's young.
Right.
He's just learning his trade and so on. So he's not getting in the positions that you need to get into to get the ball. He's not. Some of the runs, he doesn't make the runs you'd expect him to make. There was a couple of times that Willian had the ball, and he was just walking. Run,
Yeah,
make a
you
space,
have
make
to.
a run, make a quick.
Absolutely, I saw that.
And yeah, I'm giving Eddie a 6. He will, and one of the things as well, maybe you're not getting the ball. So when you do, you're making runs, you don't get the ball. When you do eventually get the ball, it's got to stick.
yeah,
You've got to make it stick. You've got to make it. You've got to give your teammate the ball. And if you lose it, it bounces off your knee, goes out of play. Yeah. So yeah, six for Eddie.
Only 9 accurate passes in 1 hour. I know.
Yeah, he didn't have a great afternoon. But I'll give him a 6.
Okay, so to our captain, Aubameyang.
Again, I would like to see him as a centre forward because I think we're the only big club who have their main centre forward out wide, right?
Salah.
Salah kind of.
He's the main scorer.
The main
Salah and
scorer.
Mane are both wide.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
City play the same way as well. You know, they interchange and all that. So I think that's the way it goes
That's the way, right,
nowadays
but-
in the modern game.
But I think in the big game, I think I would like to see him as a centre forward because with those chances
But you
at
lose.
Liverpool,
You lose the hold-up play because Aubameyang will jump, but not with much conviction.
that's true. But don't you want those big chances to fall to your main striker rather than Lacazette, say?
I know what you're saying.
Because if Liverpool, him running on to that ball, that's a goal, right? We have full confidence. That's a goal. That's 2 big chances, right? I think he had a quiet game where he did his job. You know, it wasn't partly his fault that the passes weren't coming because they were the teams now are sure that that's the main threat because our left hand side that's the strongest side, right? And that's they clog the area up.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a. So yeah, I think I would give him a good 7 out of 10.
Right. Okay. He had a quiet game for me. I'll give him a 7 because he wasn't poor, but he wasn't excellent.
He took a hell of a tackle. Yeah.
Yeah. And he done what he does every game. He worked tirelessly, but Lord Vader says you don't get points for.
We haven't mentioned how was that not a red card? How was that not a red card?
Oh yeah,
That's a crazy one, isn't it?
It was a bad
It was like
tackle.
studs up, out of control. I thought they were.
It was a malicious tackle because I think like the
Shaka
Mane.
makes that he's going off.
True.
He's
True.
walking.
True.
Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you.
No. Was it me?
So it was you
Yeah.
because
Oh,
I
okay.
gave 7.
Yeah. Oh, but he had a quiet day.
What did I give 6?
You gave 7.
Seven.
You gave
Seven.
7. Yeah, I'd agree. I'm going to give 7. He had a quiet game. When he went into the middle and the system changed, he came alive. There's more one touch with the others, and that through ball from Ceballos that he just missed. Eddie wouldn't have got that. Eddie wouldn't have made that run, and that's what I'm talking about. He would not have made that run. So, I'm giving Ober a 7, and he definitely looked more dangerous when he went in the middle.
Yeah.
So 7 for me.
So the inspired substitute, Pepe. What
Shall I go?
do you mean? Shall I go? It's you.
Fantastic. That was match-winning performance. Exactly why we paid how much, Lee? How much?
72
72
million
and, right?
change.
Right? That's exactly why we paid them. I could sense it, but the moment he came on, he just looked different. Have you seen that?
Well, he had to.
Usually his shoulders are kind of slung, but he came on, and from the first action, right, he wants to do damage. Run at the drop a shoulder, turn a defender, right, and and he deserved that goal. He deserved that goal, and that's the Pepe, as we pointed out, that's the man that we actually signed. And get behind that guy, because the guy's quality, right? And if we can get 10, 15 out of him, we got a real chance for top 4, right? So he's a key player. So, and I would give him a 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
9 out of 10.
Okay.
Brilliant goal.
So for Pepe,
is he right-footed, left-footed?
he's left-footed. All right. So for Pepe, I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Yeah.
I felt that the substitution was inspired. On the Magic Hat show today, the word was inspired.
Inspired. Yeah.
The letter I.
What was it last
N.
week? What was it last week? Breadcrumbs.
No, it was resilient.
Resilient.
Last week.
And was it breadcrumbs? Yeah.
Yeah, breadcrumbs. So, inspired substitution. Keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see week in and week out. Driving, running at defenders, and what I saw on YouTube, the YouTube clip, the scouting clip, that's what I intend to see week in and week out. So, what did I give him? I gave him 7.5. Did I? 7.5.
Oh, that's a bit low.
7.5.
Yeah.
He won us the game, Lee.
7.5.
He came on, he changed the game. It wasn't just him, the whole system changed when he came on. But yeah, that goal, I'm giving him an 8.5. He played that, and the goal, the speed that he ran with the ball. They couldn't catch him when he had the ball.
Yeah.
And 100%.
Perfectly corner, straight in
Yeah.
the corner. Yeah, great goal.
Granit Xhaka, was he on the pitch long enough?
Granit Xhaka, he was long enough to watch us concede.
No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. We just don't mark him because he wasn't on long enough to be graded.
I'm not
to be
100% blaming him for that goal, but why are you on the corner flag?
Let's give him a standard 6.
Just give him a standard, Don't give him a Lord Vader 1.
I'll give him a cameo ratings of 5 out of 10.
Anyway, I'm giving him 5,
Yeah,
Brian,
I'll give him 5.
and just move on. Okay, so before we go back down memory lane, we need to say who played for the badge and who needs to get in the bin. So quickly, Jamal, who played for the badge and who needs to go in the bin?
Gabriel Luiz, Ceballos played for the badge.
Yep,
Pepe played for the badge.
lovely.
And for the bin,
Who goes in the bin?
has to be Nketiah. So sorry, Nketiah.
Right. For me, Gabriel, top marks. Ceballos, top marks, who played for the badge. Those two, just those two. And who goes in the bin? I'm sorry, it'll have to be Eddie. Sorry,
Eddie.
Yeah, first
We love
week,
you.
I agree with my two esteemed gentlemen, Gabriel and
Well, thank you,
Ceballos. They're definitely for the badge, and I'd rather say for the bench, but anyway, for the bin, Eddie.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, we don't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking,
Explained.
I'm joking.
We,
Yeah.
for the bench,
Yeah,
or left back in the changing room.
Yeah, left back in the
yeah.
But yeah, Eddie, yeah, you're
Okay.
not quite there, bruv.
Yeah. So that was that. So now the manager's rating.
Yeah.
Just before we go back down memory lane. Right. So Arteta, what are you giving?
Strong 8 out of 10. I thought yet again, he's got the ability to change the game, to
Yep.
see what's missing. We need some width. We need to bring some threat on. And it wasn't the obvious change. So I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
Right.
Class manager.
Okay, I'm doing the same. I'm giving him 8.5. That was ingenious.
Because I thought he was going to bring on Laka.
The change was
Laka
ingenious.
was obvious.
It was brilliant. So yeah, the yes, I'm giving him 8.5. Bright?
Yeah.
Agreed. 8.5 for me. With Wenger, you knew when the substitutions were happening. You
Yeah.
knew who was coming
Thank
off,
you.
knew who
And
was
what
coming on.
minutes?
Exactly. What minutes?
With Arteta, you don't know what system you're going to play. You don't know who's going to end up where.
Exactly.
And I love it.
You don't know who's
8.5.
going to be hooked off, which is good.
8.5
Thank
for
you.
me.
Right. So that was the player ratings. Who played for the badge,
Yeah.
manager's performance, and who deserves to go in the bin. So we're going back down memory lane. And we are going to go with the best and the worst of the right backs. So I'm going to throw a name up there.
Right.
And it lands on Lauren. Anyone remember Lauren, ladies and gentlemen? Those who are listening, boys and girls.
Invincible.
So, Lauren
Yeah.
came from Real Mallorca in 2000. He was a midfielder with a dodgy perm. We got to get that out because
Yeah.
his perm was dodgy. So, for Lauren, an invincible. Let's talk about Lauren.
Yeah, he actually came as a midfielder. I think when he came as a midfielder. Couldn't get playing time, and then Wenger, in his time, in his way, he changed the position and he put him back as right back. And yeah, he was a beast, man.
Yeah,
Strong in the tackle.
Absolutely. And
Great.
that was the good thing about Wenger. He converted a lot of players into right back for some reason. 'cause
He's a mainstay
didn't
right
happen.
back.
That didn't happen. We didn't get those benefits for left backs.
yeah.
But there was a lot of players, Torre, Lauren, who else got converted? Quite a few players that played in that position that weren't natural defenders.
Yeah.
Eboué, for example, he had a good run at the beginning. I know he became a bit of a clown.
We're going to talk about Eboué, so let's
I know
not
he's
stick to
yeah,
Eboué
I
for
know,
now.
I know. But when he started, he
Yeah.
was he had
Okay.
a great year.
So with Lauren making 241 appearances for the club, like I said, was an invincible. He actually witnessed, just like Lehman when we're talking about the goalkeepers, witnessed us go on a 49 game unbeaten run. Technically, for me, was superb. Never gave the ball away. He didn't.
Yeah.
He hardly gave the ball away.
Strong defender.
And
as well.
technically underrated when it comes
Yeah.
to
Yeah, definitely.
invincibles. But Lauren, tip my hat off to you, man.
Hats
Legend.
off.
And done a really good, toilet roll, keepy uppy as well.
100%. And when
Check that on
when
YouTube.
you want to go to war, he's your man.
Yeah, he's
Of course. Oh, grabbing Phil Neville.
Grab Phil by the
Neville
neck.
by the throat.
He was
Come here,
scared, man.
son of a.
Devil.
Man was shook.
Oh,
Neville was like,
exactly.
what did I do? Help! So, Jamal, pick a right back out the hat. Throw it up in the air, and what name do you land on? Bang!
One of my favorite right backs. I don't think he gets much credit, or
Not the Bush, is it?
Bakary Sagna.
Sagna!
Bakary Sagna.
Another one who came to us with a dodgy hairstyle.
With a, yeah.
Sorry,
as well.
Sagna, you did. You
Yeah,
came, joined us in 2007
Yeah.
with 113 appearances.
Absolutely.
What was it about Sagna that
I think we
for
signed
you
him
that made him
for
your favourite?
for £8 million. And I remember when we signed him, people were saying, "Oh, what right back? We don't need a right back. We need something else, right?" But he turned out to be under Arsene Wenger. He was third most capped player for Wenger, right? Behind Torre and Koscielny, right? So he's a long-serving player, and he was solid. Going forward, defender, he was just a rock at the back. I can't remember many wingers that got the best out of him. Right? He was a and it shows that when he left the club, he left on good terms. Right? There was no fans, or why are you going Man City? Why is this or that? People respected him as a player and as a man.
Brilliant player, though.
And a great servant. Right? So I think I will throw my hat on this guy.
Anything to add to that, Brian? On back around?
No, loved him. Loved Sagna.
Quality player.
Yeah, quality. And he could cross the ball.
Yes,
Yeah.
he could cross it. No, it's true. He could cross
He
the
could
ball.
cross the ball. Yeah.
So, Brian,
Sagna.
flick a name up
Yeah.
and let it drop. Who's your right back? Who's a right back that you can remember?
Oh, I'm showing my age.
Good
now.
or bad?
I can remember Pat Rice. That shows how old I am. I remember.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's not about, how old you are.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you can remember,
I remember Arsenal getting to 3 semi-finals: 78, 79, and 80.
and 80, because we
We
played
lost against
Fulham.
Ipswich.
Was it in 80?
No, we lost against Ipswich in 78.
Yeah, FA Cup,
We
right?
beat
Man United,
Man
79.
United 79.
And who did
lost
we?
West Ham.
West Ham, Trevor Brooking.
Trevor Brooking
That's
header.
it. Good. Yeah.
So Pat Rice, yeah, he was the first captain that I remember playing for my club, and he's a great servant, and obviously he became Arsene Wenger's right hand man.
Right hand man, innit?
And have you got any other?
Yeah, so basically he was an apprentice who turned pro, played for the club 528 times. Like you said, was part of the double winning team in 71. Won the FA Cup, the Alan Sunderland, yes, final in 79. And retired in 2012, but being a brilliant servant
For the club.
for
Great
the
servant.
club, for both as apprentice to pro to becoming, assistant
I remember,
coach.
I remember Arsene Wenger hugging him in that final game.
Yeah.
I remember the Wolves game when we got through. Christopher Ray,
Christopher Ray.
hey, remember him? And he scored. It was 1-0, and that jubilant celebration. Him and Wenger. Yes, we got through to the final. So, hats off to you, Mr. Rice.
Yeah, Mr. Rice, Pat Rice.
Right,
Brilliant.
so I'm throwing up a name and letting it drop down to the legend that is Lee Dixon. Joined 1988 to replace Viv Anderson and Steve Bold from Stoke. Legend. Had 619 appearances. Had 619 appearances. And my goodness, this guy, amazing. Used to be our penalty kick taker as well. So he was amazing. So, what do you remember about our Lee Dixon?
Lee Dixon.
Part of a back five,
Yeah.
including David Seaman.
David Seaman, Tony Adams, Bold, all those guys. He was as great going forward as he was a defender, right? Hard as nails.
Yeah,
And that occasional volley top corner.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about, yeah? And, I'm glad that he reached the Wenger era in time, because I think all of them kind of benefited from his diet and
because they extended their
they extended
careers,
their
didn't
careers,
they?
right? And he was, and it took us quite a while to actually find a replacement for him. But yeah, quality, and he also became a great pundit also.
Yeah.
It's
Like
4 leagues, 3 FA Cups.
3 FA Cups, yeah.
So that was a good career. He was part of the. Was he in that game? Anfield '89.
Yeah.
Was it-
Dixon, long ball through to Smith.
Yes,
He was.
yes,
Thomas
yes.
charging through the midfield.
Yeah.
Thomas!
It's up for grabs now.
Yeah, Dixon.
Yeah. He was. Yeah, because I was thinking, I just could see Richardson as well. But yeah, you're right. So, he's had some really good memories
100%,
of the club. So, Lee Dixon, legend.
Just quickly on Lee Dixon, I remember, there's one thing I remember from Lee Dixon. He actually wasn't even playing. It was the cup final against Chelsea.
Yes,
Lundberg.
I remember that.
Through
Oh, yeah.
Lundberg top corner, and you
Yeah.
saw Dixon behind the goal,
Yeah.
just celebrating
Oh,
before he.
that's-
Yeah.
that's a Gooner
Brilliant.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
So, from
Great
Lee
memory.
Dixon, I'm going to throw the name up in the air, and I'm going to point to you, because you like this player, Emmanuel.
Eboué. Do you know what? His first, I think his first season is one of the best
Yes, it was.
first seasons for a right back.
Yes,
for a
it
rookie,
was.
Yeah.
right?
I've got to say,
Yeah, for a rookie to just come in and just own that, he was outstanding. Especially that Champions League run. Remember him?
yeah. You remember that?
Playing
And
against Real Madrid, Juventus.
Yes, Real Madrid. The Real Madrid
Yeah.
game, Emmanuel Eboué
The AC
was... We thought
AC
we
Milan, yeah.
found the answer.
Yeah.
Because he was brilliant at right back. He was brilliant.
He was, and I'm just thinking, is Wenger, why did you have to mess with this guy? Right, putting him left wing and right wing. And
This
was
was
go-
square
what was
pegs
that?
and round
What was that about?
holes
You know,
with
you just
Wenger.
Mess up his confidence, but yeah.
yeah, and it was real shame when he got booed off. When
Yeah.
he was brought on and hooked off.
Hooked off. But
That
then
was hard to
Eboué,
see. That was hard to see.
for himself, and I think Lord Vader will, he'll agree with me on this.
Yeah.
Eboué became a jester because all
Yeah.
he was doing was, when someone was getting substituted, he'd have their coat ready for them.
Yeah,
Valet.
and apparently he speaks Korean as well. I don't know.
Well, besides the point, but he would be dancing and being a class clown, and it was
Yeah,
like,
that wasn't.
come
Yeah.
on, why are you dancing? And then
Yeah.
I remember that game when Cesc Fabregas lost his mind. Remember the Liverpool game?
The Liverpool game at home. Yeah, I was there.
And he
I was there.
conceded the penalty.
I was.
Remember
I was
that?
there. I
Head
was-
in hands.
I was in that stadium, yeah. And when Suarez got that last minute equaliser.
No, it was Dirk Kuyt.
Dirk Kuyt,
Was it
yeah,
Dirk-
because
Dirk Kuyt?
he fouled.
Oh,
Who did he foul?
Suarez that he fouled.
He fouled. I forgot who it
Barely
was.
fouled him. He just
No, but it
Milk-
was the way
Still-
Eboué.
yeah.
Last
don't touch
minute,
him.
yeah.
Just don't touch him.
Last minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with Eboué, he, the tail end of his
I
career,
think that's when people just lost it.
lost it with him.
Yeah.
Felt, we actually felt sorry for him in the end.
Yeah.
And got to just point out something with Eboué as well. I see that the media were quick to jump on his downfall,
Yeah.
his personal life
Oh, that
outside
was-
of football.
Yeah. That,
And
that
I
was-
don't-
That was.
I didn't like that
Yeah.
as well. You know what I mean? Kicking a man when he's down.
Yeah.
Because Eboué didn't seem like that type of person anyway. For you to kick him when he's down, and highlight the fact that he's in a bad situation and state. So
Yeah.
no, I didn't really like that.
That's what media do. That's their job.
So, do we have any other right backs that we can mention, or is that it? Have we mentioned?
I think that's.
There's one.
There's one. There's
that
one.
really peed me off. We were going for the title. We had to play Leeds.
Nelson
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Vivas.
Nelson Vivas.
Nelson
From
Vivas.
Argentina, I can't remember.
Yeah, he's
oh
from
my
Vivas. And
God.
then he was the new Ayala or something like that. He was the new something.
Was he the one who was supposed to pick up Jimmy Floyd?
Yes.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank
Yeah.
on the far
With his-
post.
And
With his
near
diving
post,
header.
it was a far post header. Yeah.
Guy used to score against us every game.
Yeah.
Nelson
For
Vivas.
Leeds and Chelsea.
Probably,
One
probably
who
because he would
needs to
say,
go
"Oh,
in.
Vivas is playing. Okay, let me stand
He's
next to
one
him."
who right back needs to go in the bin.
Yeah.
Now I just get vexed thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've missed out one, and he's the one that plays for us presently. So we can exclude Debussy. It ain't him.
Justin Hoyt.
Justin Hoyt, we can exclude him. He doesn't make this list. He's just nothing.
Debuchy had a
And-
lot of injuries, but he was a good
Yeah,
player.
but no, I don't
Not
remember
for us.
him. I remember him in a Newcastle shirt. However, it is Hector Bellerin
Hector
from
Bellerin.
Barcelona Youth, who still
Another winger.
plays for us. So let's end the show
Yeah.
on Hector Bellerin.
Another
saying?
another winger that was converted into a right back.
Mhm.
And when he came, I think he came in when he made his debut. You know who came off? Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a crazy little link,
Interesting.
right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a picture. I'm gonna share it after the show. I think the quickest. I think is he the quickest player we've ever had
They say
Lightning
he was quicker than Henri, but I think he's lost his
Bloody
pace.
hell.
When
Little
he
bit, he
came-
kind of bulked up now, and
When he came on the
Yeah.
scene, he was young, exciting,
yeah, he
fresh.
kind of
We thought, yes, we're onto
after
something
the
here.
after the injury, kind of lost
Yeah,
That's
he-
what 2 years
some of his
ago.
form
Yes.
a little bit. You know, he bulked up as well a little bit. You can
and
kind
then
of
he thought he was a style icon.
style icon, all that.
You know, belonging to Zoolander
And,
or whatever catwalk he thought he was.
His career
on.
is still not over. So
Yeah, well, sorry, Hector, but your
He's-
career has
he's-
taken a nosedive for me,
he's in the balance.
regardless of injuries. His defending is suspect. It always has been, to be fair.
Yeah.
But what's got him out of it is his
His
recovery pace.
Yeah.
But crossing, no, it's been poor.
Yeah, he needs
Apart-
to, he
bar
needs to
today.
improve that.
Bar today. But on the whole, Hector, ooh, I got to see some more from you, man, or sell
Yeah.
you.
You say that there was a few years ago when he was like top of the assist for us. A few years
Yeah,
ago,
he was just before his injury.
just before his
he was
injury.
actually-
So he,
yeah.
I would blame the injury personally.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I've got the
yeah.
memory of Wolverine.
I'm siding with Brian here.
Yeah,
I've got the memory of
he had a
Wolverine. I can't
load-
remember that.
He had a load of assists where he was just to square the ball and someone would be running in the far
And
post.
do you
or
remember
whatever.
his recovery for? I think it was against Swansea when
Yeah, I
Dr.
remember that.
Femi Gomez was through on goal and Bellerin was on the halfway run and he just
Yeah.
But the
Steam.
thing was,
There was one of Ashley Young as well.
Ashley Young as well. Yeah.
I think the injury, after the injury, he's not come back the same
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
But he's saying now that his body is.
He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back.
Yeah, so we'll see.
we shall see.
I'm on your side, Hector Bellerin.
No, you always have been. However, you know, I just don't know. No,
You're still unconvinced,
No, I'm not convinced.
Remember,
You are the weakest link.
his-
Goodbye.
His legacy is not done yet.
Okay, fair enough. Tomorrow,
His page is
when he goes through the
he's
transfer
still,
window,
he's still Ryan on the.
I actually wanted Mate the Nas to take over there, but yeah, we'll see.
we shall see.
Yeah.
So, we've come to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. Once again, we haven't had time to sneak in the Lily Whites, the Danny Rose affair, and the second coming of the prodigal son, not from Gareth Bell. Who cares?
Who cares?
Anyway, I've just got to thank Brian for coming on the show and being magnificent, wonderful, and all the superlatives. Brian,
You guys.
you've
Holy
been
crap.
excellent. And thank you ever so much for joining
Thank
us.
you very much. Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2.
Woohoo!
Oh, this
That
is
is a
made
battering.
my.
That is a
Woo!
battering.
So
We have to
Manchester
keep-
United got beaten 6-2,
Yeah.
and Aston Villa have beaten the what are they? They were the new Invincibles, right?
The best team in the world.
And
They
no-
were the best team in the
and
world.
No one got sent off.
Woohoo! Yes, indeed.
But
As
no,
we was going to say,
what a great debut for me to have to be here when Liverpool lose
Spanked by
and
seven.
United get hurt as well. But
Well-
no, I just thank you guys for having me, and this is great. And you guys doing a great show, and I just love it. And I'll be.
you will be back. Promise us.
I will be here.
Thank you. Promise you'll be back. So, that was the Magic Hat Show, episode 7. We were without Lord Vader, but Lord Vader shall be back, delivering his ruthless edge. But thank you ever so much for listening. And remember, everyone can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Magic Hat Show. Jamal, give us your handle.
Magic Hat Jam.
Magic Hat Jam. Okay, now we're gonna go out. Send us out with the music. Yeah.
Thank you.